Hello. Yes. Yeah. Doing pretty well. Yeah, OBS has been pretty dumb for me recently with that. Because these things are usually like, I don't know, an hour and a half. Um, you don't mind if I jump into some random games of Fortnite in between? Yeah. Oh right. Mm-hmm. Oh, it's never working. It's been yeah. Oh yeah, you got the 4K one. Cool, cool. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Metal Gear Survive is coming out, and everyone forgot about that.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, when's that? Oh, that's February. Yeah, so we're talking
Yeah,
about that. Sweet.
and they actually announced their pre-order bonuses today, so that's actually kind of relevant.
Beautiful. All right. So I'm just gonna assume. Here's the beauty. If it my recording stuff's up, I still have the Twitch version, and I just need the audio, so it's not gonna be the end of the world. I'm gonna tweet out that we're streaming, and we'll start soonish.
Excellent.
Do you guys stream much on Twitch?
I don't have the internet capacity.
No.
I've recently
I
jumped
wish.
back into it. I was doing a fair bit before Christmas, but then I stopped in like November, and the last few days I've just tried to do it a couple hours a day.
It's awesome. It's so cool. I love streaming now.
I just wish I could get a larger audience. Because I want to
Dude,
talk.
it is so hard. It is so fucking hard.
I want to talk to people, but the people that I end up getting don't really have anything to say or
So
anything.
even like in the heyday of my YouTube channel, right? I was getting like 10 to 15 concurrents on average on Twitch, which is like I was like, oh, that's
Concurrent. Whoa.
like at the same time, right? And then it took me, I reckon, 6 months to break past that. It's like there's a threshold level, and the only way to break past it is if you stream really consistently. And now on average, I get over 30, and that's like,
Well, there you go.
but like even that is tiny. You know what I mean? And I still can't get partnered. I've tried like
Yeah, you
three
need
times.
75 now.
Yeah.
concurrent.
It's crazy.
75 to get partnered.
Yeah.
Yeah, on average too.
Yeah,
so not just
throughout 30 days.
Yeah.
For 30 days, on average. How many times do you have to like stream a week for it to be average?
3 at least. They
3
say.
times a week with
Yeah.
70 people on average.
Yeah.
I'll actually just look at right now what it's saying now. Yeah, 12 unique days within 30 days. And 25 hours.
There you go.
25 hours?
At
Insane,
least.
isn't it?
Within 30 days. And 12 unique days of them. So you can't just, like, stream for one whole day and then another hour. You have to do it over 12 different days. And have a 75 average.
Just ridiculous.
I'm still, like,
Well,
not even able to get an athlete, though.
Yeah. Oh wait,
I
really?
suppose it.
Yeah. Because I'm not even getting the 3 average. Like, right now, I'm not even getting 3, like, throughout the full stream. Yeah. But I'm going to get back
I suppose
into
it kind of gets rid of that problem of that you don't just give somebody money away, you know. On YouTube, everyone can kind of get monetized now. But
Yeah.
on Twitch, I suppose it kind of means
I don't know
if they get monetized, they're serious about it. I suppose that's a good thing about it.
Yeah.
That's kind of strict.
All right. So what I want to do is tweet out right now that we're streaming, but we're not live just yet. We are streaming. I'm also gonna tag you guys.
Oh, hell yeah.
Are you going to be like capturing the chat or like people
Yeah,
after or anything like that?
It appears on the screen, so it'll be on the. See, what I should do is make it a little bit bigger, because it's just like a small square. But anyway. In real time. Okay. Might get a better background image actually. A cool video game wallpaper.
A cool
what we
video
need.
game
Yeah.
wallpaper.
Google Images. Help us.
What's that picture of the Game of Thrones chair made out of like Game Boy Color cartridges or something like that?
Yeah. Should try and find that one.
Yeah.
There's. They're kind of lame. They're all kind of lame. It's like a Tetris one. So I don't really have like a wallpaper for this, but anyway.
I don't know. Yeah, they're all kind of fairly generic looking there.
There they are, aren't they?
Oh, here's a picture of Altair, but it looks like Battlefield 3. That's kind of cool, I suppose.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's been a few of them going around the block.
Yeah, it does kind of suit the style, actually.
That's a cool retro gaming one. That is so low res. That is not a 1440p wallpaper. Come on, Google.
It's only 1080p. I mean,
Ew.
I'm past that now, guys.
I can see the detail.
The pixelation. Ugh, it's gross. Alright, you know what?
Oh no.
Wait. Shadow of the Colossus remakes on the 6th of February?
Is it that soon?
Why didn't anybody tell me this? I thought it was
I haven't
like
played that since it
I thought it was just announced at E3 and it was going to be like another 5 years considering how long it took them to make The Last Guardian. Sure, it's a
Maybe that's why
remake,
it took
but
so long.
yeah,
Too busy making Shadow of Colossus.
Now doing this at the same time.
Bayonetta 1 and 2 on Nintendo Switch. Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah. That was
You
That
buy
sounds
you
very
buy
good, like that.
Bayonetta 2 and you get Bayonetta 1 for free.
That's a
Really?
very good deal.
Yeah, or you can
That's
buy them separately on the store. I think.
That's pretty cool.
Is Bayonetta 2 still only on Nintendo?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Bayonetta became
Yeah.
a Nintendogs exclusive.
Which is such a
Because I know they
weird
released the
thing,
first one on
isn't it?
PC not long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it originally came out on Xbox and PS3. It was much more popular on Xbox and PS3. And what was it even on PS3? I know it was on Xbox, but it was much more popular than that.
I think
but,
it was on PS3, yeah.
but Nintendo are like, here's some money. You know, that's a good game. Come on, let's sell some Wii's or Wii U's here.
Yeah, but they funded the entire development, didn't they? So
Something
you
like
can't
that.
say no
Yeah.
to that.
Yeah.
Like, so there we want about big corporations.
That's the same with
There are some good ones out there.
Rise of the Tomb Raider. Like the remake or reboot of Tomb Raider 2013, 14? I can't remember.
Oh, something like that, yeah.
That was more popular on PC and PS3, but Xbox paid them a shit ton of money and they got Rise of the Tomb Raider. It was exactly the same as like with Bayonetta 2. Like they just funded Rise of the Tomb Raider's development, and they didn't really make much money back. Like it was kind of a flop considering how much money they spent on the deal.
Yeah. Well, I suppose, it's still an extra property that you've got now, isn't it?
Oh yeah, yeah.
And they've released it again, twice.
I mean, it's not even an exclusive. It's like timed exclusive. I think it was a year, and they funded most of the the thing just for a year.
I guess they had good faith in it.
That's crazy. Alright, I'm just setting up the wallpaper, sorry.
Apparently, nobody was willing to fund Bayonetta 2, and the backers, or I don't really want to say producers, but like the big dollar signs at the company didn't want to fund Bayonetta 2, and Nintendo were the only people who were willing to pay for it.
Interesting.
Well, it's kind of a quirky kind of game, isn't it? Is it a Japanese studio, Bayonetta? It's Capcom or something, isn't it?
Google to the rescue.
Yeah,
It is Sega and Platinum Games.
Platinum
Sega.
Games. That's the one, yeah.
So I guess Sega did they published the first one.
Yeah.
And they couldn't be bothered with the second one. Yeah.
Alright, so I'm tweeting out, by the way, guys, if you want to retweet that tweet.
Oh yeah. Oh
Do
yeah.
it. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Sega had
and
nothing
we
to do
will-
with the second one. It seems.
I'm gonna have Streamlabs there. And we're gonna go live now, but not necessarily start recording now. So we'll just
Sure thing.
We'll get people to slowly come on in.
Get the masses in.
Yeah.
Come on in, take off your skin, and rattle around in your bones.
Oh come on. Why is that not working? There it is. So I have a bot that automatically messages my Discord when I go live. It's pretty cool. I just discovered all this shit yesterday. It took me 6 hours to set up.
So you've given in to the robot overlords, and you're totally fine with.
Everyone hates the bot too.
I'm still not even in. I'm not even in your Lone Vault Wanderer.
Oh, one person
it's
says,
free-
"Yay,
it's free to
Cuphead."
join. Yeah, Cuphead. Oh shit! I gotta change that. That's right.
Did the bot say Cuphead?
No, it's just my old thing said.
Have you still got the death counter on? You gonna die in the stream?
No, I got rid of it.
All right.
You're all going to die down here.
You're all going. So it'll be podcast, right? Podcast a game or is it a game show?
Yeah, you can put it as podcast. I think.
Sweet.
I'm changing it. I'm changing it. Everyone, relax. We're getting there.
Oh god, I can't believe you've done this.
Ugh. Is it IRL or it's?
I'm sure there
I
was
think it's called
podcast.
game show.
I thought there was a podcast one.
No, I couldn't.
Maybe
find one.
they removed it.
Oh, it's talk show. It's talk show.
Talk show, sure.
Talk show.
I dig that.
All right.
All right, the
And
game's
then-
running. Nice.
Hi everyone. Ooh. New follower.
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
They're all coming in right now. I'm still half waking up.
What time is it for you?
9:15 in the morning.
Hmm.
So it's not too bad.
Not too bad at all.
Yeah.
On a Saturday.
Yeah, it's 10:15 here.
At night?
Yep.
Fucking hell, man. So disorientating.
So you're a fellow Brit.
I am.
Do you guys live near each other?
Probably not.
Yeah, just down the road, yeah.
Yeah, we know each other from high school.
Yeah,
we went to school together, you know? It's the only school in the island.
yeah, it was the
Everyone
only
knows
school
each
there.
other. That's brilliant. Alright, so I think everything is actually good to go. We'll just wait for more people to join.
Sure thing. Oh wait, did my video go live actually?
I think it did, I saw it.
Just double check. Yes, that's gone live. There we go.
Hi
6 and
everyone in
7.
the chat. How you all going?
Oh no, people's phones are dying. That's not good.
It always happens. I'd watch a stream loan, but my phone's dying. Don't you charge your phone?
Oh yeah, go charge it. You know you want to.
It's like one charger in all of the household.
How long is it gonna be before phones have got little solar panels on them? You know, like the old calculators.
They probably
They're called
do
powerful enough to charge a phone.
somewhere.
Nah. I mean, we do have the wireless charging, which is kind of like. Do you guys ever own those? Well, I think it's the S8, which is what I have, and it's
No.
kind of like a wireless pad or something. And you just put it onto there and it
I've
charges.
seen them. Yeah, you just literally throw it on.
It's pretty cool.
I'm still in the 15th century with my iPhone 4.
Nice. So
Has
I'm
your
on a
battery reduced in speed or something like that? Has it slowed
good
down?
point.
Pardon?
Has your phone slowed
They
down?
said
because
that
of the battery?
Oh,
They bottlenecked them, didn't they?
I mean, that was kind of obvious from the get-go. They didn't need to... At least they admitted that it is a problem. But no, it happened ages ago. It started to die about 5 years ago.
It started with me when I had like an iPhone 3 or something. I was like, my phone's suddenly all slow and stuff after this update. Why is that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean-
at least they gave a good reason for it. They didn't say it's because they wanted you to buy a new one. They said it's
But-
because it will break otherwise.
But that's the real reason, though. That it is intentional. That's the way they
probably.
work.
But it's convincing to me.
See, the interesting thing, they're like, all right, we'll give you guys discounts on new batteries, but how the hell
You
does
gotta
the phone know to run the phone at normal speed if it's a new battery? Like, it's just weird to me. Technology is confusing.
Don't you have to take it to an Apple store to get a new battery fitted as well?
Yeah, exactly.
Well, they'll probably charge you like $100 for that.
I mean, sure, the
love how they
battery is slow for me. Like, it doesn't... It barely lasts the whole day, but I felt like that's the same for any Apple phone, brand new or not.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
more
most
talking about
smartphones in
performance.
general.
I'm just replying to someone in the chat that were saying that batteries die in general, and they do, yes. What my cousin was actually talking about her MacBook, and she read up online that there's only like 250 recharges before your battery dies on a MacBook.
Really?
Yeah.
250?
That's low. That seems very low.
Like it's a high number, but you know that you could recharge that every night if you used that for business.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, exactly.
So that's like less than a year.
Within a year, your battery's gone.
Not even that. If you put on full brightness and you're watching Twitch streams, such as Lone Bolt Wanderer's Twitch or something, then the battery
Yeah.
will die down.
Great plug. I love it.
Yeah. Gotta plug everything you do. Plug it all.
Exactly. Alright, so could probably start kind of soonish anyways. People
Sure
should
thing.
never leave their devices constantly charging. That's true.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's bad.
Yeah,
That'll
that's
make it die
just
quicker.
silly. I mean, I'm sort of scared because I've got my Switch in the dock position at the moment,
Yeah.
and that's technically charging, but it's
I think it does cut it off the Switch when it gets to 100%.
I'd hope so, because it is, acting as a home console.
That's a good point. That is a really good point.
Can you replace the batteries on them?
It's
I don't know if
Nintendo's.
you could, but you could like send it into a Nintendo if it's like if it's within warranty period. I'm sure you could send it into them and they'll replace the battery themselves. Like they fixed all the left controllers, by people sending them in.
Because I'm thinking it would be very foolish of them to not have the power cut off with a home docking console.
Yeah.
But here's the interesting thing is like does it cut the power off when it gets to 100 and then when it drops back down to like 95, then it'll start charging again? Because I've never taken my Switch off the dock without it being 100.
I don't know about switches and stuff like that, but I know some gadgets and stuff will automatically turn it off when it gets like 95.
Yeah.
Just so it doesn't hit 100 and start to heat itself and stuff. I think it's like the the airsoft guns. I know that their batteries have powers that can do that.
That's pretty cool.
Don't even imply that we are playing Candy Crush. Don't even start there.
Candy Crush.
Don't even start that shit.
It used to be Pokemon Go and like Fallout Shelter, and then I just stopped playing mobile games.
I couldn't even my iPhone was too old that it couldn't even get Pokemon Go. I could get Fallout Shelter. It needed iOS 9 or something, and I could only get 8.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Hey, I didn't miss too much.
I didn't take part in Pokemon Go because I was still angry from when they added another 100 when it first came out. Was it 100? 150 they added?
Mm-hmm.
Because, the whole point of Pokemon was to catch them all, right?
Now it's
And I nearly had all the cards. I had like 120. Yep. And then they made 100 more. And even as a kid, I thought, no, that's nonsense. I ain't doing this anymore. I nearly had them all.
And now there's I think there's close to 1,000 Pokemon now.
Yeah, I think it's like 890.
Wow.
Not including the ones they're going to add for the next one for the Switch, which I'm super pumped for.
Oh, dude, I cannot wait. Pokemon on the Switch. It's going to be fucking amazing.
I said to myself,
Haven't
I'd pay £300 for it and 2 big great games, and I eventually got that deal. Or if Pokemon was announced on that Direct that it was going to be releasing within 2017, I would get it instantly because I just fucking love Pokemon. But I'm so glad that it is definitely coming.
Yeah. I don't know when it's going to be coming though. I'm assuming 2020. That's my guess.
Nah.
No, they want to keep this Switch hype going, sure.
Yeah.
I mean,
You reckon next year? That's quick.
I was hoping for 2018 November, but I'm gonna be pessimistic. That's me just being my optimistic self. But realistically, mid 2019.
Yeah. Alrighty, guys. So I reckon we just start now, and then more people will just start coming in. We got 20 people, which is pretty good.
hey.
Hi everyone.
Hey.
Hi everybody.
Hi, Dr. Lone.
I don't know why Dr. Nick has been in my head.
He's a great character.
He's a great character.
I was doing some recordings for Fallout over Christmas, some quest mods, and there was one which is called 50 Ways to Die at Dr. Nick's. And I honestly thought at first it was a Simpsons mod. But it's not.
Damn.
It's not, no. It's
Hi,
really good
everyone.
one.
Yeah, more and more people are joining. Sweet. Alright, so what I'll do now is start recording on my end, and then we'll just get the podcast started. Does that sound alright, guys?
Yeah, go for
Sure
it.
thing.
Alrighty. What is going on, everyone? It is me, the Lone Vault Wanderer, and we are here with the Ham Radio Podcast. Maddie and Carrick are out. They're not here at the moment, but we do have 2 other guests, and I'll get Starly first to introduce himself.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Stally111, and I've got a YouTube channel and a Twitch channel.
Awesome. And next we have Final Render.
How's it going, guys? It's the final render here, and I've decided to join Lova Wanderer on the Ham Radio podcast.
Thank you
I
guys
do Fallout
for joining
4 build videos.
How are your build videos going, by the way? They're doing all right?
I haven't done one since kind of early December, but I am due to start one again tomorrow. I've just started a new timetable of 5 videos a week, so I need to get on top of that, really.
Ooh, 5
They
videos
take
a
a
week.
long time. I want to do 5 videos a week, yeah.
I do like 1 video a week. I'm like, yeah, good work, clone. You did it.
So
But, you know,
just
you're
speaking
busier
of
than me.
speaking of content, I've got a bone to pick with you, Lone.
Yes.
You posted for your I can't even remember the name of your series. You did the I watched your videos.
Took story.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you said Fallout 3, was it, or just Fallout in general?
Fallout 3 or Borderlands. It was going to be the
And I'm in the process of writing a Borderlands lore series.
Oh.
So there's going to be some rivalry.
You know what's funny though, because I made a video saying, oh yeah, people vote on what game you want, and more people picked Borderlands over Fallout 3. So Starly, you gotta get upset at the community, not at me. They chose Borderlands. But no, seriously, that's actually gonna be awesome to watch yours as well, to see how they compare. But today, for the podcast, we're gonna be doing something kind of different. I mean, we're actually recording this podcast live. We're on my Twitch channel. So we got people participating in the chat. How you going, chat? And by the end of the podcast, we'll get them to ask some fan questions. But the majority of this podcast is going to be talking about games coming out in 2018 that we're particularly excited for. And we just have a list that's up on Wikipedia for games that are known to come out in January, Feb, and March. And there are a bunch of also unscheduled releases. So we'll also go through that list and talk about them. So the first game that I personally wanted to talk about, and I'm sure you guys have yours as well, we'll start with what's coming out in January of this year. But Dragon Ball Fighter Z, are you guys at all excited for that? Are you fans of Dragon Ball? Are you fighting game fans at all?
Is Dragon Ball the thing when you throw the Pokeballs at the
Oh
creatures?
no, you don't know what Dragon Ball is.
No, I know what it is, but I've never really... I kind of skipped it. Aren't they all like named after vegetables as well? Did I hear
They
that?
are. They absolutely are. Yeah. So Vegeta
That's so
is
bizarre.
named after a vegetable. Raditz is radish. So yeah, tons of influences in that regard. It's really weird, huh? But
I wouldn't say I am particularly. I know some people that are. I'm not exactly a big fighter gamer. I enjoy playing them, but I wouldn't go out of my way to like get it brand new. And I watched a little bit of the anime, but not really got into it.
so you're not like a big fan.
No. I'm quite enjoying playing Dragon Ball Xenoverse with a friend, but apart from that,
So it's interesting. If you like Dragon Ball Xenoverse, like I'm assuming Dragon Ball Fighter Z would be a natural fit for you.
probably. But again, you know, I've not really looked too much into Dragon Ball lore.
Yeah, fair enough. Well, so the interesting thing is that I don't know, like the last Dragon Ball game that I've played that's kind of similar to Xenoverse is like Tenkaichi 2, and since then I haven't really gotten back into Dragon Ball games, and I tried a bit of Xenoverse, and I didn't think it was that great, but having a kind of like 2D-ish fighting game that's kind of similar to Street Fighter or kind of Mortal Kombat. These are the developers of Blaze Blue. I don't know if you've played that, but everyone's really hyped for this game because it's like we're getting like the first really good Dragon Ball Z fighting game that we've never really gotten because again, Xenoverse have kind of dropped off in my opinion anyway. So I'm pretty excited for it. But what other games that are coming out in January that excite each of you? We will start with you, Final Render. What do you think?
Well, ones which I'm kind of looking forward to, I'm tempted to try The Escapist 2. I actually kind of skipped the first Escapist.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a little game where you got to escape prison so I can fulfill all of my dreams of being Andy Dufresne. But unfortunately, it is on the Switch. Most of them this year, all the good ones, are on the Switch. So that's a shame.
Is it
But I'm
solely
looking
on
forward
the
to seeing...
Switch?
It'll be on
I
PC
don't
as
know if
well.
it's solely on the Switch, but at
okay,
least it's been released in January. But one thing I'm looking forward to seeing is Monster Hunter World. That's coming out.
Dude, I just got a PS4, and people keep telling me, "Lone, you got to get Monster Hunter World." But I'm like, it's on Xbox 2, it seems, right?
It is,
No,
yes.
is it? I thought it was a PlayStation
It's
4
a-
exclusive and
That's
PC.
what I thought.
I thought it was
It says
PC
on
and
this
PlayStation.
list anyway. Like this list might be
It's
wrong, but it
Wikipedia,
does say-
so you know.
Damn Wikipedia! Fucking, you're
You
failing
lied to
us in
me.
this podcast. Yeah. Yeah, I was. No, it says apparently Microsoft. Oh, it's Windows.
Yeah,
No.
that'll be it.
No,
Oh,
it also says
window.
Xbox. That's really weird. But yeah, no, people like I just got a PS4 and everyone's like, "Oh, you gotta play Monster Hunter with me," and I'm thinking, well, so what is it about? Like, can you explain the premise to me?
Well, the title kind of explains it
Yeah,
enough as it is. Really.
giant monsters, and you've got to hunt them. There's little cats that help you, and
Little cats,
yeah.
like actual cats.
Well, I only played the one of them on the PSP. I absolutely loved it, but I remember little cats that went around and carried your stuff for you. And you could like train them up to be like more useful at carrying certain things, or training you, or helping you with stuff. It was a while ago, it's PSP era I'm talking, so it's been a while. But I did enjoy it. I think you would probably I think it's an RPG. I'd consider it an RPG.
Yeah.
The Borderlands 2 DLC Big Game Hunt with Sir Hammerlock.
Yeah.
I feel like that's their rendition, Borderlands' rendition of the Monster Hunter sort of esque thing. Trying to find this big bastard of a monster and hunt him.
Interesting. Okay, well, no, it does sound like admittedly I've seen some of the gameplay, but I don't know if this is something that I entirely just jump into. What else do you think about a final render?
It does look like it's going to be fairly good for new people to come in. Like, I believe this is the first one in an open world, and it's kind of what loaded me into it, because I haven't played it for a very, very long time. But this one actually I'm thinking of grabbing, simply because it looks like they're making some big changes to it. And the thing which I really liked about it is that the animation just looks absolutely awesome. You see all the jumping and stuff like at the award show and stuff, and it's like, that looks awesome.
So it's
And,
open
it's kinda
world,
cool.
and is it like structured like an RPG? Do you know that at all?
I can't confirm. Can you confirm that, Stalin?
No, I think it's going to be like Final Fantasy 15. So I guess, like,
Interesting.
no, I don't work there. Don't ask me.
Come on, Sally, you need to know the answers. When we ask you specific questions about games, I expect you to know it. But seriously,
I'm sorry, my uncle doesn't work there.
Well, like half the internet.
Mm.
But
Where does he work? I want to find him.
He works at Microsoft.
Co-op as well. So here's the thing. I mean, I've always said that in recent years, games start to have less and less fully co-op campaigns.
Yeah.
And this seems to have something like that. And I think this year, we have Far Cry 5 also coming out in that regard.
Yeah.
And we'll talk about that later, which is going to be fucking awesome, man. But another co-op game, I mean, this could be fun to just play with a bunch of mates.
Oh, definitely, yeah. I don't think I'll be getting it on launch. I'll probably wait until it's in a sale or something, because it's not high on my priorities. But I definitely think I'll get it. It looks interesting to me.
I've noticed, I don't know if this is a bigger trend than it used to be, but I swear, like, it's now taking 2 weeks when a new game is released for there to be the first price drop. It used to be like a month plus. I mean, you look at some of the prices for games that just came out last month.
I feel
they're really reduced.
I feel like it's there are like your Activision games, no, like Call of Duty.
They're always full price,
Yeah.
pretty much.
But Bethesda always drops really fast.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think, who doesn't drop? Nintendo don't drop.
Yeah.
Yeah, like you're right though. In like Activision, I remember I purchased Black Ops 3 like last year to play with a mate, and Black Ops 3 is like several years old, and it was still pretty much full price when I went into my local game store, and everything else that's from that was from the similar year have just been severely reduced. It's really strange.
Same with EA. Like, sure that they're better than Activision, but like FIFA and their sports games barely drop. Like they'll drop when the new one comes, but it won't be very significant. You can get the FIFA from like 2 years ago for like £30.
So you might as well just buy the new one anyway.
Yeah.
And I figure FIFA is always one of those games where there's no real, like with Call of Duty, yeah, you can buy the older ones and still have a good time, but with the older FIFA games, like it's just not many people are playing them, And there's no point playing FIFA 14, when it's 2018, for instance. And I don't know if they still update the teams from the older games.
No, they usually do the update like at the very end of the season, like September. Well, not the end of the season, but like just before the new game comes out. So like the 2 weeks before the next rendition. But
Interesting.
I don't play online. I only play with like career mode because I just don't. I'm not a fan of competitive gaming.
Neither am I. Man, in recent years, I've kind of dropped off playing online competitive games. It's just,
I'm the same.
I don't want to rage, don't want to stress. I just want to play my single player games,
I used to love playing Call of Duty or whatever when I was like 13, but I just don't care for playing against other players. Like, actually, Battlefield 1 got me back into online, and Overwatch, but those two are just like Battlefield 1. I feel like I'm a part of something bigger. I feel like it feels genuinely like war. Like I'm in something. If I die, I'm my life is worth something. I'm helping my team by, like, maybe I'm putting my life on the line for someone else, because I usually play as a medic. So I generally like just dive into bullets and grenades to revive someone. I'm that sort of medic. I consider myself a very good medic, comparing a lot of very shit players who just run around and you see them on like the bottom left hand corner. 10 meters away, they're coming close, and then they just run past you. I hate those guys.
Nice.
But
what about you, Final? Do you tend to play any multiplayer online games, or you stick to single?
I absolutely love Battlegrounds at the minute. I've been playing so much Battlegrounds with some people. I love Battlegrounds, yeah. But some of the guys which I play Battlegrounds with, they've been trying to get me into Rainbow Six Siege.
That's a pretty good
2
game.
weeks ago. It makes me want to rip my own head off and throw it out the window.
What's bad about it?
It's not that it's bad, it's just so incredibly harsh and so brutal.
Yeah, I get that.
With the difficulty spike on it. It is really, really no excuses pulled, really.
Do you play
I
competitive?
love it, in a way.
Like on the competitive
I've only just
mode?
got to the ranked one, but
Right.
no, I've only just unlocked that.
Yeah, I usually just I've not touched it yet.
Yeah, but similar to you, I like playing Overwatch. I've been trying to get my Mercy skills a bit better, and I'm enjoying that a lot. But
they keep nerfing Mercy. Nerfing Mercy. Nerfing Mercy. It's a new Overwatch character.
I mean, she is a nurse.
Like, she's a secret character that it's actually going around nerfing every fucking other character.
Yeah.
But no,
she was just a
Mercy
nurse, but then she started nerfing people.
But like, do you keep an eye on what's happening in the PTR and what characters are actually being nerfed or not, or do you just play casually?
I just kind of play Overwatch casually and stuff.
Yeah.
But I did used to play a lot of Counter-Strike, and I would follow that very closely. I would see all of the updates of the guns and things, all the little new smoke spots you can do and stuff like that. And I loved doing that. But after a while, I just thought, I really can't be bothered to argue with more 14-year-olds from Russia. I mean...
Yeah, it's pretty bad. I used to play it competitively.
You mute the chat.
Kind of defeats the point of the game, though.
Yeah, like
chat and stuff like
like
that.
even
if you're playing with friends, I mean.
Yeah, but you need a full team.
Yeah.
Like, because there's always going to be like if you don't have a full team, there's going to be like one or two people that just are completely out of the loop, and then they could fuck up everything. Especially when you're playing competitive, you need to talk to your team. You need to all be on the same side of things.
So you have to put up with the 13-year-old Russian people.
Yeah.
I mean, if he does a good job, fine. But if you do a bad job and you're annoying, it just ruins the entire experience.
And you tell me you fucked my mother? Yeah. I don't want to play anymore. So are there any other games that are coming out this month in 2018 that you guys are excited for, or is that about it?
That's it.
This month, not so much for me. But next month, I've got something very interesting that we were just talking about. Two things, in fact.
Ooh, so explain. What are they?
Well, there is one which I'm very curious to know what people in the live Twitch chat are very curious about.
Nice plug, thank you.
Yeah, nice plug again. And that is, of course, that Metal Gear Survive is coming out.
All right, that's an interesting one, because I don't know if people are hating it just because it's Konami, or if they genuinely don't like the premise because it's a Metal Gear game and it's completely different. But you sound like you're high on it.
I'm more just curious to know what people think of it because I'm not going to buy it for the reasons you just specified. But
Okay.
I'm really curious to know if people are interested in it because there was obviously a huge amount of anger when this was announced, and
Yeah.
I haven't said much because of it. I'm really curious. Are they actually going to keep talking about it, or are they just going to kind of quietly release it and then hope someone buys it?
So here's the thing. This is what I've seen at least. I mean, part of the actually probably most of the anger when the game was announced was obviously all the Konami stuff and with Kojima, but since then, at least from what I've seen, things have died down, and there's actually a small contingent of people that are fairly excited about this game, and I don't know whether that's something that you guys have seen or not.
No, I've not seen.
What
I've not seen
you haven't seen
anything.
Salad?
No.
Well, that's the thing. I haven't seen anything on it.
I don't know anything about this game other than it's like a zombie game that's using the Metal Gear franchise to get more sales. I feel like I don't like that because it's just like a spin-off. Well, it is a spin-off, but like it's like how Mario has like a million spin-offs. This is like theirs. You know, I know it's a major exaggeration, but it's got nothing to do with Metal Gear, I guess. If they made it like I can't remember what they're called, those crazy alien things from Ground Zeroes in the extra mission. Sure, you know, there's some link to it, but isn't it just zombies? Isn't it just literally a survival zombie game, like a round-based thing?
Can you answer that,
Yeah,
Final Render? Yeah.
I believe it is literally just kind of as you described, kind of like a horde mode, survival craft, build your base.
Like
Very
Nazi zombies.
generic.
Yeah.
Well, no, it's more generic than Nazi zombies because Nazi zombies at least has a certain formula that's unique to that.
Nazi Zombies was
this
fucking
is
awesome,
just-
man.
Oh
I
man,
love that shit.
That on Black Ops first one, I was addicted to
Whoa,
that.
dude, play that hours on end. Like I completely gave up pretty much COD multiplayer because of zombies. It was that good.
Yeah, well, a lot of people say bad things about Call of Duty, but they give you a lot of content in each game at least. You got to give them that. That's something very positive.
Absolutely. Like each of the three modes, you're gonna get a pretty solid experience. I mean, when I used to play Call of Duty, religiously, I would pick up that game in the summer because it would come out November for us, which is summertime, and that would, be enough for me. I'd play that every day, play multiplayer, play zombies, you finish the campaign. There's tons of content in there. It's just that in recent times, actually, I don't know how Call of Duty World War II is going, but at least before that game, it hasn't been doing too well.
It's doing slightly better than the previous one,
Okay.
but it's not going to change your mind about Call of Duty if you don't like it anymore. That's what I've heard from the majority of people.
I
still like it,
I played the beta because Call of Duty absolutely died as soon as they went into the future. Black Ops 2, just no. I quite like the campaigns in Call of Duty games, and it was just absolutely terrible. Then it got even worse with Advanced Warfare. Ghosts had a good, the first mission of Ghosts was good, and then it just went to shit.
I remember
Ghosts was a
playing
really
Ghosts.
strange one, Ghosts.
Yeah, I played
Really
the first two
strange
missions
one.
in the campaign, and then I just stopped playing. I don't know why. I just fell off,
I really like
It's
the
because
concept
they
of it being
got away
like
off the mission.
apocalyptic, and then alright, we're just in another war. Like, there's supposed to be ghosts that are very stealthy and nobody knows they're there, but I think that the second mission is literally an assault on a beach in LA. Like, it's like you're defending, it's like you're in a scenario, it's like you're the Nazis on D-Day. Like, you're on a minigun shooting down hordes of, I don't know, what South American guys, I think the bad guys were in that.
Just general South America.
Yeah.
You're like calling in A10s with a laptop and stuff like that. It's
something like that.
I thought this was going to be like post-apocalyptic and most of America had turned to scabbers and stuff. What's this? I wanted Call of Duty Mad Max.
Yeah.
I tell you what, that wouldn't be half bad.
It would be great. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they did do a Mad Max game that was somewhat good. The open world one.
I mean, it's interesting with post-apocalyptic games because you've got obviously Fallout doing United States lockdown. You've got
What's
Metro doing Russia. I mean, there's tons of other locations around the world that could be really nice for a post-apocalyptic setting. Obviously, Mad Max is Australia, so where else could we go? I mean, there's tons of other countries that I know Fallout fans want that game to go, but I don't think it should ever go out of the US.
Yeah,
But
not
yeah,
Fallout.
there's tons of potential. But
Countries that we have, are there any countries that you just wouldn't really expect to see in a post-apocalyptic scenario? Like, what about like Japan or something?
Japan
Like
would be
ruined-
sweet, dude.
The ruined cities of Tokyo or something, covered in vines and stuff. Imagine like Crisis 2, but in Tokyo.
That'd be
That'd be
fucking
quite cool.
awesome. That'd be fucking awesome, dude. I mean, someone
I'm
in
sure
the
someone
in the
is.
Twitch chat saying Canada. I mean, is Canada that much different to the US? You guys,
I'm sure a Canadian would say so.
we're very different. Damn it.
Don't you
but
dare.
Final, you said that there was another game that you were excited for, and I believe you're talking about Bayonetta, or is it something else?
I was referring to the Shadow of the Colossus reboot.
Oh right, yeah,
okay,
yeah, yeah.
Go on. So explain a little bit about that.
Shadow of the Colossus was an old PS2 game, and it was made by. Well, it's kind of. What does it say? It's a sequel to Ico, or kind of a spiritual successor in a way.
Spiritual
Yeah,
successor.
kind of-
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was one of the most beautiful games you've ever seen, and it's going to be remade. And people have wanted this for so long. In fact, a lot of people wanted this more than Last Guardian that they finished not long ago, and it's finally coming out, and it looks awesome. And I'm going to give it a go. I haven't played it since it came out, probably.
Yeah.
And I'm really looking forward to going into it again. Now I've grown up a bit because it was quite a long time ago. I was probably in my early to mid-teens when I played it, but now I'm older, and I would really like to see if my kind of mindset has changed on it as a kind of product.
So you said that this is the same studio that created Last Guardian. Is that correct?
I believe so. Yeah.
I'm not too sure actually, because I was going to say, I mean,
I
Last
could have
Guardian.
sworn it was.
Yeah. So you've got Blue Point Games, who's developing, and then SIE Japan Studio, which possibly I can't.
I might be wrong. But
No,
I
you're
just could have
you're
sworn it
absolutely
was.
right. So
Oh,
you
okay.
had SIE Japan Studio who created The Last Guardian, but then there was also another developer, Blue Point Games, that's developing it too. So they've got two teams working on this one game. I guess that makes
Gotcha.
sense. Yeah, because I was gonna say, I mean, they took so long with Last Guardian, and then this one's coming out pretty rapidly. Like, you were surprised to find out that it was coming out early this year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fucking mad.
Well,
You excited for
Last
it?
Guardian was meant to come out PlayStation 3.
Yeah, it was supposed to be the big PlayStation 3 system seller.
It came out PlayStation 4.
Yeah.
It makes Killzone 2 look terrible.
But is that a good game, Last Guardian? Do either of you know?
I've not played
don't
it.
know
I
if
didn't
ended up
play it.
well. No, neither.
I didn't play it.
I just got a PS4 and it's on my list because I thought that I should give it a chance, given that they spent so long making that game. You know?
I will eventually, but
There
I'm,
are-
I'm not willing to spend that much on a game that I could, go here or there with it. I'm not really caring.
That's fair enough. But Shadow of the Colossus, what about you, Starly? You excited for that?
Oh yeah, I didn't really play much of the original because I didn't own it, but it just looks like my sort of game. I love sandboxes, open world, just exploration. I'm absolutely in love with The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. I only got my Switch in the end of November, and I've already got
so you're
100.
still playing it.
I've already got 100+ hours in it. I'm wanting to complete that 100%. I'm wanting to get there's just so much that I want to do with it. 100 hours in, and I'm like, there's no slowing me down. So I feel
Fucking
like
amazing game.
that this could have that same effect. It's sort of similar, I guess.
Yeah.
Massive sprawling landscapes to explore on a horse.
I tell
so
you
yeah.
what, I mean, a game that is similar, and I don't know if you do like Assassin's Creed, but a game that is similar to Breath of the Wild is Assassin's Creed Origins.
I kind of
Genuinely-
want it, but I don't want to spend that sort of money. Like, sure, it was on sale for £35, but I don't buy games, even brand new, for any more than £35. And that's like the only games I would be a Fallout or Elder Scrolls or Borderlands.
one that you're really excited
Yeah,
for. Yeah,
like
I mean, one game that we'll talk about later on in the cars because I really want to talk about it. But a game that I'd buy full price, like I wouldn't even bother to ask for a review code, is Metro. Like they absolutely fucking deserve my money with that game. But
I think I'll pick that one up. as well.
I've still not
Yeah.
played Last Light yet. I've got it, but
we're talking about this later, Stanley, and I want to convince you to play Last.
oh no, I will. I own it, and it's just I've got 700 games on my Steam library. It's tough to pick what game to play. Yeah.
Every day.
It's real tough playing all these games, guys.
It's such a first world problem, man. I've got so many games and I don't know what to do. But like accepting that it's a first world problem, every day someone's like, "Oh, you should play this. Oh, you should play that," or I'll just add it to my list of the 100 other plus games. Like, there's people every day telling me to play Witcher 3. Still haven't played that. You know, people every day telling me to play Last of Us, and I just got a PS4 and I need to play that. I mean, I'm sure each of us have those games that it seems like everyone else in the world has played but us.
People are telling me to play Fallout 4 VR. It's like, do you want to give me the £1,200 for the graphics card and HTC Vive? Sure, I'll do it, but
It'd be more. Yeah, so expensive.
yeah.
But any more about Shadow of the Colossus, or you guys are just excited for it?
If you're curious about it, then I'm sure there's plenty of really beautiful like 4K footage and stuff. I think it's being done on the PlayStation 4 Pro with that in mind.
Yeah.
And it's going to look absolutely beautiful. It really, really is.
Sweet. And next up, this is what I wanted to talk about. The Nintendo Switch is getting some loving next month. We got Payday 2 coming to the Switch. Bayonetta 1 and 2. There's also a Pac-Man game, if that interests you. I mean, Bayonetta, I don't think it was a surprise. I mean, I think we all suspected that it was going to be coming to the Switch. But the way they announced it at the Game Awards, I don't know if you guys watched it, but it was like Bayonetta 1 and 2. And then he's like, "Oh, you thought I was done?" And then Bayonetta 3 right there. I was like, yeah, that's such a great win for Nintendo, because I've heard nothing but good things about Bayonetta.
I've not got much to say on that. I've never played it. I'd probably get it on Switch because, you know, I always looking for more Switch games. But again, Nintendo games aren't going to go down in price. That's what annoys me.
Yeah.
What at least they give you 2 though, right?
Well,
I
have to ask, do you have a Switch?
I don't have a Switch, no.
Oh,
you're missing out on the best console.
It's fucking. Are you at all a fan of Nintendo games? Like, did you used to play them when you were growing up, or not?
I've never owned them, but I've played so many. If that makes sense, you know, because there's always a friend.
What do you play growing up if it wasn't Nintendo?
What was it? Well, I played the PlayStation. That was my very first console.
There you go. That makes sense.
Played lots of PlayStation until, well, I've got a PlayStation now, but I don't really play games on that too much. It's just a Netflix machine right now. It's all PC for me right now.
Yeah, PC, man. Just got a new PC myself. It's fucking awesome. But
yes, I know.
Dude, I grew up playing, like, it was kind of the Super Nintendo system, and then it was N64, and I grew up playing Nintendo games, so the Switch has been a lifesaver for me. And as soon as it gets Virtual Console, whenever that's going to happen, I want to replay all the old like 64 games and Super Nintendo games, and even some NES games too. It's gonna be fucking awesome. But yeah, you should.
I remember I was with a friend and we had a Mario 64 up, and then I really wanted to go and he didn't let me have a go. So I deliberately made myself cry so that I could get a turn.
But was it worth it? Was it worth the cry? I think it was.
I don't remember. It was like 2 weeks ago. When did it come out? Like 96, something like that. I probably would have been about 7 or 8. Yeah, it was worth it. It was totally worth it.
Absolutely. I mean, you grew up during that period. I mean, Nintendo was super big back then. And it's always interesting to talk to people to see what kind of consoles that they grew up with. I mean, I remember talking to someone that was like, "Oh yeah, my first console was a GameCube. I love the GameCube," and that never even crossed my mind. Yeah, I mean, GameCube wasn't like the most popular console out there, but it had a few gems on there, like Sunshine, and I think there was a Super Smash. Oh, there was
Wind
Zelda,
Waker?
Twilight Princess, Wind Waker. Oh, Wind Waker was fucking amazing.
Metal Gear Twin Snakes, was that on the GameCube?
I don't know.
I mean, it was PS2 as well.
Oh, there you go. Well, what about you, Starly? What consoles did you grow up with?
My first console was a Game Gear.
The Sega Game Gear.
Yeah.
Wow.
Shit.
Going back a bit.
But my first home console was a PlayStation 1. First ever game that was on a home console was Crash Bandicoot.
Ah, yeah.
That was mine.
That's fucking awesome. I think my favorite games probably of PlayStation, and I don't remember if this was ever on PlayStation 1. It was definitely on PlayStation 2. But Ratchet and Clank.
Oh,
I used
man.
to adore those games.
That was
Yes.
PlayStation 2, yeah.
PlayStation 2.
Fucking amazing.
Ratchet and Clank, Crash Bandicoot, Jack and Daxter.
Delilah.
Oh,
Jack and Daxter.
the best.
Yep.
Much to answer
The
for.
best.
Am I the only one
the
who
best.
really wants them to bring out a new Spyro since the Crash reboot did well?
I'd
Yes,
love a new
yes.
Spyro.
That's what I thought they were going to do at E3. I thought they were going to be like, yeah, we've got a Spyro, in the works or something, just like a picture or something.
That's all we
But
need.
that's all we need, man. Just a teaser, just a droplet on our tongue.
Yeah.
Just show a little bit of that purple tail, just a little bit.
That's awesome.
It's
So
probably
I'm
too
looking
late
at the
to
rest of this
dwell
list of
on
games
regrets.
coming out next month, and I don't see anything else
Oh.
too interesting.
You're
My
not
dude.
excited about Shenmue 3?
My dude.
No.
Clearly, you're not an avid Stally 111 viewer.
No.
Come on,
I don't
Kingdom Come, fucking Deliverance.
It's not some. That's not something either. That's kind of caught my attention. Why is that catching your attention? Sorry.
It just looks amazing. It looks like I love history and I love RPGs, so it just ticks all the boxes for me. And also, as soon as I started doing videos on it, the game developers were like just so like useful in the community. I just felt like I was adding to the community, and I even visited their studio.
Really?
Yeah,
Nice.
I went out
fucking
to the
awesome.
Czech Republic and.
Did they fly you over?
They didn't fly me over, but they paid for me to go to the Battle of Nations. I went over for a weekend, and I went to see the Battle of Nations, which is like a sort of an event where people like get up and get in armor and fight like proper medieval battles.
yeah.
And there's like there's battles where like 20 on 20, and then there's like singles, and then like 5 on 5. Yes, it's pretty dope.
Hey,
So they got me into that, and I got a studio tour.
That's a fucking awesome story, man.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
Dude, no wonder why you're so excited for the game. I really like when devs do that. I believe that CD Projekt Red did something similar with Witcher when they invited a bunch
Do
of
you know
people
how you're going to
to their
kill
studio, a
Delilah?
bunch of YouTubers to their
if you
studio.
leave her alive,
I
love
she'll
hearing
kill you
those
sooner or
stories.
later.
I think it was Square Enix, not Square
No
Enix.
one takes what they
Eidos, which I think are owned by Square Enix, did that with Just Cause 3, because there was a ton of Just Cause 2 like videos, like Machinima and stuff like that. So they like got a ton of YouTubers over for that. I think that's in Sweden or something. There's one in Montreal and one in the Scandinavian countries.
So cool. So cool.
And what did they do? Did they?
If old Samuel could
What did they
see
do
me
for this
now.
event?
Oh, like they just did like they just brought over people and did game tests. I think Dan Nerd Cubed did like a.
Oh, I know him. Yeah.
It was like a sort of video series he did with them. Like
Yeah.
I can't remember where. They did it with some of the managers, because I remembered their faces from the forums, but they just did like comedy sketches or something in the studio.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool.
No, it's awesome, dude. Yeah, again, I love hearing those stories of, even especially when it's smaller developers that they just really want the game to get out there and they're being super generous with it. But
Yeah.
so what else about that Kingdom Come Deliverance? I have to look at it again. What else about that game are you excited for?
Well, it's trying to be the most historically accurate thing as possible. Like it's trying to be completely
It's actually trying to
immersive.
be accurate.
Yeah, it's the only like fake thing in the game is the player character,
Yeah.
basically. Like because it's kind of difficult to. You can just run up and down, like you could kill anybody you want, which is obviously not historically accurate. There wasn't a guy who just killed everybody, but the combat's realistic, so you can't like just go into a battle like and just be like in Skyrim where you're almost invincible, where you could just go in easy mode. Like there's not like that. It's proper fighting and stuff like that.
If I learned anything,
It's similar to say like For Honor, for
you only
example.
deserve to keep
For Honor's rubbish in that regard. Like yes, For Honor is like the baby brother, the baby brother with a few extra chromosomes to
Oh, yeah.
Kingdom Come.
Yeah, For Honor wasn't that bad. Like I kind of liked the campaign. It was alright. Don't you think, Charlie?
Well,
It was alright.
what's out in March?
Alright. I won't say any more. It was
Oh, love,
acceptable.
What are you looking for?
Yeah. What else this month for me? I don't think there's anything else, to be honest.
Are we going to move on into March then?
I think we should move on to into March because the game that I'm really looking forward to then is Far Cry 5, and I think it's going to be a big game for a lot of people. Pretty much solely because it's a co-op game. And like, how often do we see like full co-op campaign games come out nowadays? It's pretty far and few between.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping
not
Far Cry
too many
4
at
would
all.
focus more on that, but it was just I think it was 10 hours you could get. And it wasn't with
Only
story.
10 hours.
Yeah, you could get, well, you gave your friend a code, and he didn't actually have to have the game. You could just give him the code and he could download it, and you could play it with him for 10 hours, but you couldn't do any of the story, so you could just muck around, do weapon challenges, etc., but not the main
sweet.
story. So it's, they're getting there, but
It's kind of like Red Dead 1, which was because I remember picking that up thinking it was a co-op game, but it's like you can do some missions, but not the actual main story.
No,
Yeah.
it's like its own separate little thing, isn't it?
Yeah. Which is what I don't like. Like, fair enough if you have that as well, but when I want to play a co-op game, I want to play the full campaign with someone.
oh yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like, Call of Duty games used to do that relatively well, where you could just play through the full campaign with someone else. But yeah, dude, like Far Cry 5, I played it a little bit at PAX Australia, and
lucky
it's just
dog.
it's so much fun. It's a genuinely fun game, and I thought, imagine just having a mate and playing through the entire story, because I don't know, like, I think it'll be a pretty interesting story. I mean, the last Far Cries, I should say, I think they were okay in terms of the story department, which is what I really like in a game. But just having a mate for the ride would be awesome, I think.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Are you guys looking
But
forward
shame
to
on you for setting it in America. That's not fair.
it? I like the concept because it's just like a crazy cult, pretty much.
I mean, it's
Yeah, I like
you
the
can't have it
concept.
both ways, I think it's a good idea to set it in the States as well. I think it's a really good idea. Really nice setting as well. It's kind of like a modern Western in a sense. I get the feeling it's going to be like No Country for Old Men.
Yeah.
That kind of vibe.
Mm.
That's what I think about Far Cry
Are
5.
you excited for it though, final?
I don't know if I'm excited for it, but I'll definitely give it a go, when it's a bit cheaper or something like that, because I didn't actually play the fourth one, actually, but the third one, I spent so much time on that.
Yeah.
I might have spent more time in number 3 than I did in, say, Skyrim.
Damn, that's a
Yeah.
that's a big one.
I think so, anyway, yeah.
What about you, Starly?
I absolutely loved 3 and 4. 2 was alright, but I have mixed opinions on Primal. I liked it, but I felt like it was a bit too samey. I like the concept of it, them like putting a lot of effort into making it somewhat, accurate to. It's pseudo history, but they got a lot of it.
Well, you can't be 100% certain about
Yeah,
what
it
would
was
really
like
can you?
it was like 15,000 years ago.
Yeah. You got to
Um,
give it some kind of credit.
Yeah. But Far Cry 5, I'm really looking forward to it, especially the cooperative part. The only problem is the friend that I would play co-op with on that game doesn't have enough money to buy it brand new, so I'm gonna have to wait.
Well, here's the thing. I mean, I don't know if this would work, but isn't it the case with the PS4 where if you buy a game, you can get a friend to play along with you for free? I don't know what that system is, but I need to look into it.
There is, yeah. You
I
could
wouldn't
register their account on your PlayStation 4, and vice versa, and basically. But the only problem is, I think you can't do it at the same time. It just means that two people can, or multiple people can have the same game. So just not co-op.
Yeah, and it defeats the purpose of having a co-op game.
Yeah. But say Far Cry 3, I know it's PlayStation 3, but just for example's sake, say you both, one of you had it and the other one couldn't afford it but really wanted to play, you could register their account and they'd be able to download it when you weren't playing it and play it.
Okay.
So it's,
alright.
it's interesting. I think it's more of an exploit, like... It wasn't originally intended to be like that, but
But it's just the way it worked.
yeah.
Yeah. Well, what else coming out in March? That game that comes out in March that you guys are excited for? We'll start with you.
There's
Sally.
one of-
What do you reckon? Or final? Go ahead.
There's one I'm kind of curious about, and that's called Agony, and it's kind of a survival horror kind of thing set literally in hell, and it's kind of like
Dante's Inferno, similar.
well, same kind of setting, but it's
Yeah.
done extremely brutally real, and there's like no weapons and stuff like that. And you can already see some footage of people playing it, and it is so brutally awesome with the way it's designed and stuff like that. There's like floors are made out of teeth and stuff like that, and it's really beautifully designed. And I'm very curious to see how that turns out, because it does look like a really decent horror game coming out.
Yeah.
Right about there.
Does it? Like, I've never heard of this studio, Mad Mind Studio. I mean, they seem to be like a small independent company.
It sounds like that, yeah.
Yeah.
What's interesting though is that there is another game coming out that's very similar, called Scorn, and it's almost the same idea, except it's kind of Geiger-esque in a way. And it's very strange that both of these games were announced at the same time.
Interesting.
Very strange. So I'm interested in kind of comparing the two, really.
Yeah. I mean, would Agony have any relation to a game like Outlast? Like, can you actually attack and defend yourself, or is it very much more a passive game where you're just trying to get past all the crazy demons and shit?
You just got a camera.
From what I believe, it's fairly passive.
Yeah, so
I believe
it's probably
very
similar like to Outlast then. I mean, because that game is pretty much, you know, there's crazy enemies that are pretty much stalking you the entire game, and you've got a fucking video recorder and like a flashlight, and that's all you can do is just try and sneak past everyone.
I hate the fact that
I loved the first one, but the second one made me feel so uncomfortable.
I quite liked it. They're probably the only games that have made me feel slight fear. But I don't like I guess that's part of the fear factor, the aspect of having no weapon, not even being able to use your fist.
I know, it's insane. Like, all you can do when you get caught out is just run.
Yeah.
But
that's what I do.
Yeah, dude, the first Outlast was very
This
much
must
like
be
that. The
Delilah's
second one,
game.
I'm similar to you, Final. I mean, it was an interesting game. It was less kind of jump scary. It was more just the story was fucked up. It was
Yeah,
real
it wasn't
fucked
even
up.
so much like the violence or anything, or the fear of losing the game. It just made you feel nasty, you know? It's like you don't feel very nice after playing it.
No,
So,
you
ugh,
don't.
like
Yeah,
this.
it's
Well,
one of those games where
doesn't your character get raped?
not.
No,
This is spoilers. It's not your character.
I mean, it was at the start of the game,
Well, no,
wasn't it?
there is a kind of implied something on your character as well towards the start.
Kind
But
of.
it's-
Yeah.
It's only implied, and yeah, it is still very uncomfortable either way.
It is it is very uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to get into, because just in case people do want to play it, but just know that it's a touchy subject and you need a stomach for it.
It definitely deserves its 18+ rating. Let's put it that
Oh
way.
yeah, oh absolutely. And I think the scene that you were referring to, Starly, was the one that this is actually why the game got banned in Australia initially, because they used to have it was like a rape orgy scene in the first build for the game, and they cut that, but they accidentally sent in that footage to the Australian Classification Board, and the game got banned because of it. But they never had that, so it was all a misunderstanding. So that footage, that little bit of gameplay was actually removed from the game's final build. So
It's like,
yeah.
oh,
I
Mick,
feel like
which file did you send them?
Fuck! Not that
did you-
one.
Mick.
I feel like I
Why would you
remember
get
near
rid
the
of
start of
it?
the game there was some sort of like rapey moment, but maybe I was wrong.
It's
I can't
no.
remember now.
I do know what you're on about. Yeah, I do know what you're on about. It is in the full game. Yeah, that scene.
Wait.
But again,
Does he actually? I can't
No.
remember now.
but it's inappropriate, shall we say?
So I'm thinking about the other bit of that game. There's so many fucked up bits of this game.
Yeah.
Fucking
It's
hell.
just after you first meet up with your girlfriend again.
I
first level.
think I know what you're talking about.
There you go. He gets it now.
So Agony, huh? It's gonna be a similar game.
Yeah.
No, dude, it sounds good. Anything else coming out in March that you're excited for?
Not for me, no.
Are Microsoft really pumping Sea of Thieves?
Have you played it?
No. But I know they were putting loads of press into it, and like bringing streamers down to play it and stuff like that quite a while ago.
Tons of like I played it. I want to say that the version that I played was an early build, and it was definitely an early build. It didn't look like a polished game. It's definitely it seems like it's a fun game to play when you're with a bunch of mates. but I don't know how much. Excuse me. I don't know how much replayability it has because essentially the bit that I played is you're with like 3 or 4 other people. You're on a pirate ship, and then you go and raid an island, and you loot, and it's a fun time. But I don't know if that's all that it is, and I don't know if the game's kind of improved from that point, and if they've added new content. I don't think it's something that I'd buy, but it seems like kind of like a family-friendly, fun game to play with a bunch of people, you know, on a Friday night or something.
It's very weird that pirates are family friendly in video games.
I know, but it's all cartoony. It's very much like a. I don't want to say it's exactly like Wind Waker's aesthetic, but it's that cel shaded. You know?
Yeah, I like the visuals, but I feel like I wouldn't pay any more than a tenner for it.
Yeah,
I don't think it is going to be full price. I think it is a
yeah
multiplayer only, slightly cheaper kind of thing. But why are pirate games always family friendly? Yeah, you got that.
It's completely.
You got Escape from Monkey Island. Yeah. One of the most child-friendly games ever.
Well, Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
Biggest family-friendly
okay,
game.
fair enough. Fair enough.
Which was recently free, which was.
I know. I
Yeah.
downloaded it. I haven't played it yet.
No, I played I think I played 10 to 15 hours of it. But I kind of dropped it, and I'm going to get back into it. But no, yes. Look, Sea of Thieves seems like a game that's. I don't know how much longevity it has to it. That's all I'll say. It's a shared world game. You'll play with your friends. I reckon you'll get some solid game sessions out of it. But then eventually it might fall out of favor unless they keep adding fun and interesting content. Have either of you seen gameplay or played it?
Not played it. Seen gameplay.
Okay.
But I was going to ask, from your perspective, what do you think it would need to make it really special?
Honestly,
Okay.
to me, I'd want a story element, like
I was gonna say
cooperative
that.
rather than multiplayer. I'd get it if I could play it with just my friends and there was a proper story, but it looks like it's just exploration, mucking about with random people or your
That's
friends.
pretty much
But
what it is, right? And I was gonna say initially that it needs a story, but I don't think that's what the game is. Like the game is you with a bunch of people and you're raiding.
you make your own story.
You make your own story, and that's what I first thought it was, right? And it could have changed since then. But assuming that that's still the case, what I would want is just like interesting challenges, interesting events that happen weekly. Just different things to keep drawing you and your friends back into the game. So it's not just the same rinse and repeat. Oh, I'm gonna go get this island now and whatever. And there also needs to be a lot of I think there were some secrets and Easter eggs as you would play on those islands. But if there was a lot of that stuff and each island was different, then it would give me a reason to keep playing with my mates and going to different islands. But I'm sure there's much more to the game that it wasn't in the build that I played, so I can't say too much about it or too much else I should say. So any other games coming out in March from either of you that you're excited for?
No, sorry.
Not that I'm excited for, but if anyone was interested in the Bayonetta talk earlier, they've also got Devil May Cry coming out in March as well. As the HD collection being released on PS4, Windows and Xbox. This Wikipedia article, so
It could be wrong, Final. It could be wrong.
It could be wrong. It could be wrong, but then again, we could all be wrong,
Absolutely. It could be
maybe
wrong.
it's just coming out on Game Boy.
It's coming out.
I'll buy that. I've still got my Game Boy Color. I'll buy it.
I got rid of mine. I'm so sick.
Did you know that there's this oh fuck, sorry. Just got attacked in a game. Playing Dishonored at the moment.
Are you playing Dishonored?
I'm on the final mission. Just wanting to complete it. Just need an excuse. What was I saying?
We're actually streaming, and one of us are playing a game, but we're not actually showing the game on the stream.
You are doing such a good job keeping in conversation while playing a game. I would have had no idea. that you were playing a game.
I'm streaming it right now. I've been streaming the last few days, like a mission a night, and
That's fucking fantastic.
I'm not losing that. I'm on the final mission, so this is the last night.
You can multitask really well. I cannot play a game and have a solid conversation while playing the game.
You know
Someone
what?
that can do that really well. I don't know if you guys like to watch Total Biscuit, but he'll play a game and talk for 50 minutes about it in a really consistent way with no breaks or anything, no stumbling. It's fucking amazing. So what were you saying, Sally?
I was gonna say, well, I mean, it is more the company. You're easy to talk to. Flattery.
Oh,
Flattery initiated.
he says we're easy.
You got an extra notch.
Yeah, you're
extra
easy.
notch in my book. So let's move to April and May, right? And the one game that's coming out there that catches my attention is We Happy For You.
Oh
Because
yeah.
when that first, like the early build of it came out, everyone's like, oh, it's a BioShock spiritual successor. And I intentionally never played it because I wanted to play the final version
No,
as it was.
I wouldn't say that at all. Like I've heard people say that, but I wouldn't say BioShock at all.
So what would you say?
I don't know. It's some weird shit.
It's its own thing.
Yeah.
I can see why people kind of say BioShock, but it's
Yeah.
kind of got like a bit of that BioShock, a bit of that new Hello Neighbor thing that came out kind of stylistically.
Yeah.
But it was
Got that
before
kind of
Hello
vibe.
Neighbor.
It was before Hello Neighbor, yeah. It's been developing for quite a while, actually.
And now it's
I'm
being published by
curious to see.
Gearbox. So
Yeah.
it
I mean-
seems like it has a bit more money into it. I know that they put up the price, but look, if it's good value, like we don't know yet. But it seems like something that will be interesting to play. What do you
Yeah.
guys think?
Hey, I
I
don't
mean,
mind
it's
about
been
the
in early
price.
access, isn't it?
Is there? I think it is early access.
Yeah.
And you know, so comes out properly in April. You can bump the price up then if you want Gearbox, and people will be happy with it. Or a few people will be happy.
I don't mind about the price. They sent me a copy of the game ages ago.
Really?
Yeah, I did a little video on my channel when I first got it, but it was like the first build of the game they sent out. The first like they obviously had the build at, I think was it E3 or I can't remember when they announced it. It was some gaming event, and then they had the first one that they released to people and backers. And because I've got like quite a few like Kickstarter-esque games that I've covered on my channel, that are interesting, RPGs, etc. Like Divinity Original Sin was one of them. They obviously saw me as a potential, I guess, advertiser for their game.
Interesting. And does that mean you now have the final version because you have
Yeah.
the code for the early build?
Yeah,
That's fucking awesome.
I believe so. I mean,
Not bad.
it's worked for other games like that, so I'd assume so. Like Divinity, I got it really early on. Original Sin,
Nice.
and I didn't have to pay for the final copy, so I think it'll work the same way.
That's really cool.
We're gonna type in your code, and they're gonna say no,
Yeah.
not you.
Yeah, no, not you. You got too early of a version.
Yeah. You jumped on the
Whatever.
bandwagon way too early.
Exactly. So aside from We Happy Few, it's like Metal Max Xeno, Trails of Cold Steel, Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection, and Sunless Skies. There's not that much coming out in that period. That's at least been announced anyways. Anything
Yeah.
that interests you guys?
No.
Not me personally, but I'm sure a lot of people would probably like Street Fighter there.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
sure that would be a good one.
It did look cool. I mean, like I did enjoy playing Street Fighter 2 on the Switch, and this one has a bunch of different versions for it. So maybe I'll pick it up. I don't know because I'm not the kind of person that likes to play online. I might play through the arcade modes, and then I'll be fine with that. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
there is a bunch of unscheduled releases coming out in 2018 that we don't know, the specific month. So we'll start with you, Starly. There's a big list there on that Wikipedia. Is there anything there that interests you that's coming out this year?
Right, let me alt tab.
I'll tab that shit. We'll go to final. So final. Do you have any games on that list?
Do you want me to say something that's pretty obvious everyone knows about, or just something that is
Absolutely.
smaller?
Be as obvious as you want.
Well, the most obvious one I think is potential game of the year, and that's Red Dead Redemption. That's coming out some point.
Potential game of the
Estimated
year, even though you've not played it.
Q3. Well, you know, the first one
He's
was
calling it
potential
now.
game of the year.
He's calling it now.
I said potential. There you go,
We'll
Rockstar.
bookmark
Take it.
This podcast.
But no.
If it's that good, then
Yeah, if it's good, you can say I called it. Anyways.
Exactly.
But yeah, obviously that's coming out like Q2, maybe, possibly Q3.
It'll probably be delayed.
Most likely, but that's going to be great. Absolutely. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
And you, Mr. Lone, you got a PlayStation 4 Pro, didn't you?
I did.
So unless they do release it on PC, you're going to be able to get a very good version of that game. That's going to look glorious.
I'm going to be able to play a really good version of it, but
Yeah.
I still need to play Red Dead 1. That's my problem.
Oh, you haven't tried it?
No, I haven't because for so long I've been just playing on my PC and it's not out on PC. If it was out on PC, I would have already played it. Like, there's not even a question. And
Yeah.
now that I have a PS4 Pro, I think I can get the old Red Dead. I
I
don't
think
know.
it's on PlayStation Now, that kind of
Oh,
subscription
yeah.
But
service.
that's
Do you
not
have
in
that?
Australia.
Oh no.
Oh man, it's okay. I still have my old Xbox One, and I know
There you go.
Red Dead is backwards. I can still play it,
There you go. There you go.
but no, it does look good. It's a Rockstar game, so they've taken the time with it. It's probably going to be a really successful game. The only thing that makes me, I guess, not worry, but I'm just curious more than anything to see what they're going to be doing with the online component, given that GTA 5 was so it's making stupid amounts of money for them. It's still every
Yeah.
week in the top 10 selling games in Australia. Every single week, I have not seen a drop from that list once, and it was released like 4 years ago. It's insane.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm curious again, as you say, because GTA Online, it's very hard to kind of make that sustain in a Wild West. Because GTA Online, it's like you can get the cars and stuff. These are real world things that we would like. You know, cool cars, cool clothes. I don't know what you could do with the Wild West that would make people keep buying microtransactions.
Get a sporty horse.
A sporty, yeah, you can get the sporty horse pack, or you can go ahead and get the
Horse armor.
hat pack. Horse armor, there you go, perfect.
I
Get
gotta
some horse
say,
armor.
I mean, I know immersion is a thing because it's Wild West, but I'm playing AC Origins, as I said, and I recently got the Wacky Pack, which is a unicamel that has rainbow hair.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
And the unicorn horn on the head. And then also, as a weapon, I have a giant cotton swab or a Q-tip and a swordfish. So, like, it's not... all I'm saying is that they're probably going to be doing crazy stuff like that. I don't think they're going to be so interested, especially if it's just the online component. I don't think they'll be so interested to keep immersive and just restrict themselves.
Mm.
But
do you
even
think,
if you
Sally?
remove the restrictions, what do you do?
I know. What do you think, Sally? Are you worried about it or not?
Not exactly. I didn't play too much of GTA Online, and I can. If it's PC, man. If GTA 5 came out on PC for as soon as it came out on Xbox and PS3, I would have probably played online with some friends, but I didn't.
It's always hard to play an online game that comes out a year later or whatever. I think it was 2 years later, and then I guess once the hype has died down. But here's the thing with GTA. I don't think the hype has ever died down. It's got such a large audience, but it may not be your demographic.
No, I do like GTA, and I like the concept of it. Just I got it on Xbox 360 and PS4 and PC, so I've got plenty.
Fair enough.
But
you don't think that they're gonna go full ball with the online system with Red Dead like they did with GTA? Or do you think they're gonna dial it back a bit?
I think they'll try to they'll try to make it as get as much money as possible. They've seen GTA 5. It's like the biggest media thing ever for money by quite a lump sum.
Yeah. I just don't know how successful they'll be in replicating that system. I think for the reasons that you stated, Final, after all, it is a Wild West game, and they could try and get as crazy as they can with the shard cards and what items that you can actually purchase. But there's a limit, you know what I mean? If they start putting in actual cars into Red Dead 2, I don't think it's gonna work.
I mean, there were cars in Red Dead 1, but you could do. Yeah, the very first motor car that was released, and the main character is like, man, these things are never gonna catch on. Just get me a horse or something like that. So it's kind of ironic in that. But you could probably I don't know, build a bandit fortress with in-game currency or something like that.
Oh no.
I don't know. Yeah, you could do that. People would buy that. You buy an apartment in GTA, you can buy a bandit fortress.
I just thought of the Shadow of War fortress and felt like, there's going to be so much microtransactions. And instead of shark cards, they could probably have a pile of gold or something.
I think they are doing gold bars, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
For the setting of the game. Well, moving on, Starly, is there anything in that list now that you've had a look at it that particularly piques your interest?
Tropical 6. I liked Tropical. The Tropical games.
Okay.
And I really wanted Final Fantasy 15, but I'd prefer to play it on PC so I can get just everything better. I feel like it's one of those games that I'd like to play it the best possible experience out of. Like just best visuals, best performance. So it's going to be on my PC.
Yeah. Okay, no, that's fair enough. Now there's a couple of games.
There's obviously Metro as well, but I'll let you talk about that.
Look, we can talk about
one.
Metro the whole time, but before Metro, I do want to say that I'm interested in System Shock. I mean, being a huge BioShock fan, that's like it's not
they're
the spirit.
redoing System Shock?
They're redoing System Shock.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, no. So I don't know if you've seen any of the early gameplay. Like I think there is still is a demo on Steam. But they're redoing the entire 1994 game, and it looks pretty cool, at least from what I played. And being able to play that game, because I've heard so much about it, and it being the entire reason why BioShock exists, I would love to play it. But going back to those old graphics, even though I'm not like really a stickler, I would still prefer to play an up-res game, an entirely remade game. You know what I mean?
Like I actually did get what was it, the original Wolfenstein on Steam the other day for, I don't know, like 20 pence or something like that. And it's hard. It's hard to play that, just simply because it's so low res. So, there's nothing wrong with wanting an up-res version.
No, I mean, you play for what it is, and you enjoy it, but it's just not the same feeling, you know what I mean? Like, back in the day, when you would play that game, you'd think, oh, this is fucking awesome. And then when you think back on an oldie kind of game, you don't remember, like, you thought the graphics were fucking mind-blowing at that stage, and that's why that game, resonates with you so much. But if you play that kind of game back in the day now, you think, oh, I can't really get into this. I guess it's the nature of things.
I remember playing Oblivion for the first time, and then I played it again the other week when you first exited the jail.
Yeah.
It looks awful in comparison. It really does.
Mods in.
Until you get the mods in, yeah. And then it looks good.
But aside from System Shock, and obviously there's Metro, I'm trying to think if there's any other games that pique my interest before we... See, there is Darksiders 3. Have either of you played Darksiders?
Yeah.
I didn't try the first two, no.
What do you think of it, Starly?
I enjoyed it, but I didn't get properly into it. Like, I've got the War Mastered edition and everything. I got, like... Yeah. I bought the original, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, this PR company that I'm in contact with just sent me the code for the remasters, but I still not got down to it. And yeah, I'm up for bragging this stream. But yeah, I enjoyed I only played the first one for about an hour or two. I enjoyed it, but again, I've got too many games and not enough time.
See, it's interesting because I completely 100%ed the first one, all the achievements and stuff, and I never picked up the second one because that was when I stopped doing my whole achievement craze thing.
Right.
But
yeah.
If you, Starly, I gotta say, I don't know if you're a fan of older Legend of Zelda games with like your traditional dungeons and stuff.
Right. Yeah.
Darksiders is very much influenced by that. From what I remember, it's got very similar dungeons and puzzles for you to solve, and the setting, like, it's obviously not the same setting, but it was always interesting to me, having the Four Horsemen. So, yeah, like I would recommend that game, and that's why I am looking forward to Darksiders 3. I just got to replay, play the second one to get prepared for it. But let's talk about Metro, and I got to ask first, Final, are you excited for Metro Exodus or not?
I'm excited for it. I am excited for it. I don't know how different it's going to be, tonally. Like, is it really going to be that different, moving it outside of the Metro and bringing it into the open world?
Yeah.
But that's why I'm excited about it at the same time, because the first two were solid gameplay-wise.
Absolutely.
They were absolutely solid.
Yeah.
So I'm curious to know, will it adapt well, or will they have to kind of change up some of the gameplay and add some new mechanics in order to make it still feel kind of confined? I don't know. I'm really curious about it.
Well, they got they have a bow and arrow, don't they? I remember seeing something like that, or was it a crossbow of some sort?
Every Russian has a bow and arrow.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
just hoisted on the back at all times. But you were saying, Starly, that you actually haven't played Last Light yet. Was that you that said that?
Wait, sorry, I was listening to dialogue. Really sorry.
Oh dear.
You said that you haven't played Last Light yet.
No, I've not touched it.
But you played the first one.
Yeah. Really enjoyed it.
You'll really enjoy the second one. Like, you need to play it. You absolutely. Are you gonna play that before you play Metro Exodus?
Oh yeah. I'll probably stream it. I'll probably stream the first one as well, like in sort of anticipation.
Yeah. Like, what did you think of the first two Final? Did you think that the second one was much better than the first?
I preferred the first one because it was, but that might have just been because it was a new world. You know, I'd never seen it before. Whereas the second one, I'd already seen it. But the second one really kind of tightened the controls and the shooting mechanics and stuff. It was a great sequel in that sense.
Absolutely.
You know, it took everything that was not so much wrong, but could be improved with the first one, and really improved it.
Oh, they
Really
did a much better job with the second one. And have you played the Redux versions too?
No, I've just got the OG versions of those.
Dude, you got to play the Redux version. Like, if you are intending to play Metro Exodus and you just want to replay them, they look so beautiful redone. It's
Well,
like, it's fucking
they're on the
amazing.
DirectX.
Yeah,
11,
dude,
12.
it looks so like, and the reason why I say that is because I don't know what it was, but like the first two versions of those games, the outside areas just didn't look as clean and crisp as they do in the Redux versions. And because Metro Exodus is going outside and having that really like, I don't know how to explain it other than to say it's a clean look. Like, it's not murky. Like the landscapes are fucking beautiful, and you can see, like, you know, really far when you're in the outside areas, and it's like nice and light and bright compared to the original versions, which were much darker and gloomier when you went outside. But that's why I'm really looking forward to Metro Exodus, because when you look at the gameplay, it looks so pretty. It looks gorgeous, man. And if they just keep the same, like, they'll have a good book, and they just keep the same gameplay and the gunplay. I think it's going to be a Game of the Year contender, absolutely.
It definitely could be. I mean, it'll definitely be one of the best single-player games, that's for sure. Like, they didn't have any multiplayer components in the original one, so I assume that's probably going to be the same. Probably could do co-op on that if the story allowed it, but I mean, the story could be flexible in that sense, I guess.
I think no, absolutely, because he's traveling with his wife, aren't you? I think.
Oh, did they get married, did they?
I don't know. I might just have completely misquoted that. But in the trailer, I do remember that she was talking as well, saying that
She was in there, yeah.
Yeah, so him and
definitely.
her and Artyom, sorry, need to actually travel to different areas to see who's alive. Like, that was the concept. So they could do a co-op. I think it could work.
I'm a little bit skeptical for Exodus. I hope it's good. I feel like it's going to be good, but like when they introduced sort of the train battles, the train on train, sort of like
awesome.
It sounds awesome, but it sounds a bit silly, and
Dude,
I felt
it's
like
a James Bond flick.
Yeah,
it's like Battlefield 1.
Exactly.
But I felt like Metro was sort of
So this is the world she
Confined?
It was meant to be in the tunnels.
I guess it felt like it's obviously fiction, but it felt authentic fiction.
I see what you mean.
Like, it felt like I was immersed in it, and it felt like this could have actually happened. You know,
would you say that, like, unlike Fallout, which is a little bit more out there, like Metro was actually trying to be somewhat more realistic.
Yeah.
In its portraying of it.
And also, something that I noticed during actually, it might have been your stream of it. I dropped in, and at the start of the game, there's a poster for the book on the wall, and I feel like that's sort of a meta comment on, I don't know if I could be completely talking out my arse here, but how the book is in that universe, and it predicts the future of, you know, I can't remember the year. What's the year? 2034?
33.
33, yeah.
33.
Yeah. That's an interesting idea, I suppose. I never really thought about it in that sense. I thought it was just a shameless plug to also buy the book.
I mean, it could be, but like, just,
It could be, yeah.
you know, thinking deep here.
No, definitely. And like, I haven't read the books myself, but I've always thought that the story for Metro has been interesting, but I don't want to spoil it too much, but the second one really got into the whole. It's not even alien. It is aliens though, isn't it?
It's kind of a supernatural kind of thing.
Supernatural.
Yeah.
Like,
The dark ones.
have either of you watched? I don't know if you watch a lot of Netflix movies, but have either of you watched Spectral? It's kind of like a sci-fi. So it's like a sci-fi movie that they believed it was aliens that were attacking them, and it turned out to be based on science. But it's kind of a similar thing with Metro. So we say that it's trying to be a bit more realistic, post-apocalyptic wise, but the actual story is dealing with supernatural stuff and alien stuff. And I think that keeps it interesting anyways.
True, but you could remove the supernatural stuff on Metro and it'd still be great. That's what I think about it. Yeah, you could easily just cut that out of the game.
I've realised, I mean, Metro did it, and Fallout also did it with aliens. What is it with post-apocalyptic games? You know, being influenced by the alien life or supernatural. It's weird.
Maybe the aliens cause the apocalypse.
You know what? They probably will one day. I reckon they'll
Oh,
look down
dear.
on us and think, "You guys are fucked up." Say goodbye
Let's
to
go
the
live
world.
with them.
Yeah.
I'll
But
explain.
you guys have any other games on that list that you're particularly excited for? I know there's one that piques my interest, but I'll leave it to you.
I'm curious about it, and you might be, Lone, later on down the line, but there's God of War.
I was going to say
There
that
is God
too.
of
Yeah.
War.
Yeah.
See, here's the interesting thing, because I got my PS4 recently, and I've built a list of the main exclusives that I need to play. So, like on top of the list is the Uncharted remastered. I think it's the HD collection, like the Nathan
Drake collection,
is
yeah.
what it's called.
That's
right.
it,
So
yeah.
I've got that there. I've got Last of Us. I've got Bloodborne, Horizon Zero Dawn. But here's the thing: I wouldn't just want to jump into this God of War without having properly played the previous ones. And I think I have played like a good amount of the first one with my friend, but it's just so hazy in my memory. I'd want to replay them. So, have you played all the previous ones, Final?
I've played them all, yeah. I even played the PSP ones, actually, yeah.
Even the PSP ones.
Damn.
Yeah, I think they did too, and I released them both. In fact, I think you can get them on the PS4 as well, or maybe was that PS3? I don't know, but you could also get them
PS4, yeah.
on the other
Ascension, isn't
systems.
it?
Yeah,
So
and
is there like a
Chains of
remastered version?
Olympus was the other one as well.
I've got, because there's only one that was on the PS4. Let's just see.
They remastered the third one for PS4.
That's what it
I know
was.
that.
That's what it was.
Not the first two.
Did
See?
they do a HD collection for the PS3 of one and two?
Yeah, I think
I could have
so.
sworn they did. Yeah.
It would be awesome if you could pick them up on PS4. I mean,
Well, maybe you can. I don't know. I haven't actually haven't checked. in
maybe
a
it's
while.
PlayStation Now. That's not available in Australia because they hate me.
Is there not a way to get around it? Is there a way? I mean, not that we would
No, there
encourage
would be.
anyone who's listening on
It
the
would
live
be.
stream
It
to
would
tell
be
us any of
connect to a
that.
V. It would be connect to a VPN in the US,
Mm-hmm.
and then that way you connect to PlayStation Now. But here's the problem: it's a streaming service, so connecting through a VPN through a US server, then to like it would be so delayed. It would not be.
Could you do
ideal.
it? Could you do it closer? Could you connect to Japan or something? You can get Demon Souls then as well.
I think it's only but PlayStation Now is only available in the US and some parts of Europe.
I could have
think
sworn
that's
it was available in Japan as well.
I don't know.
Surely
Like,
it's in
maybe it is.
Japan.
But
Yeah,
just
surely.
Japan's still pretty far away from us here in Australia.
Yeah, was
I mean,
just thinking
everything's
closer than
fucking
the
far
US,
away
you
from
know,
Australia.
Everything's far away. Everything's a 10-hour flight.
Man, you're far away from each other. What are you talking about?
Exactly. But yeah, no. Look, I would love to play the previous ones, but maybe I've got too many other exclusive to play first. So maybe I'll see how the next God of War is, and you know,
Wow.
if it's still a solid game on its own, I'll play it. But I would want to play the previous ones.
Apparently, it's only
Yeah.
in the US, UK, France, Germany, Austria, Belgium, the Netherlands, and Luxembourg.
There you go.
So
There
not
you
even
go.
Japan, not even the place where Sony exists.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's their main headquarters anymore.
No,
I think they've
but
moved everything.
yeah, I
to the
think
US.
it's more. Yeah,
Yeah. Damn. I thought you were about to say Australia when you said Austria. Like, yes, they did it. Let's go.
just a tease.
But
Not quite.
yeah. So what else? I mean, like, finally, are you particularly excited for God of War?
I wouldn't say I'm excited about it, but I would definitely give it a go. Definitely
Okay.
give it a go
Yeah.
because I'm looking forward to at least seeing what it's like. Because
Yeah.
I know they kind of changed up like the camera angles and stuff like that, kind of made it more over the shoulder third person,
Yeah.
and it just looks beautiful.
Okay.
But it's actually a pretty good year for PlayStation 4 by the look of it. Actually, there's not many PC exclusives and stuff there.
No, there's not. And to be honest, I mean, last year was such a good year for games. It was a
Yeah.
fucking amazing year. I don't think this year's going to compete. Like,
No.
there's Red Dead 2 and there's Metro and there's Darksiders 3. Like, and then there's also Biomutant, which interests me, but I don't know. I don't think this year's going to compete with last year because it's so hard. There's such a high barrier, you know.
Well, the year of the Switch, man. Year of the Switch.
Year of the Switch and Zelda and Super Mario and Rabbids in the same year. How can you compete with that? It's too
Is
many-
Rabbids on the same level as Zelda and?
I would. I put it above them.
Didn't
It
you
was
put
my
that as
game.
your game of the year?
What? Really?
It's my game of the year. Absolutely. It was such a surprise. It was fucking
Mario
amazing.
XCOM?
Pretty much. It pretty much was. It was so fun to play. Just a joy to play that game for hours on end. I fucking loved it. But is there anything else that interests either of you guys on that list, or could we get to fan questions?
there's one more which
Pokemon
I'm
on the
sure you might
Switch in
have.
2018.
Do you reckon that's going to come out, Sally? In your honest opinion,
In my dreams, it will.
in your dreams.
I
about you,
really
Connor?
hope it will, but I feel like it's going to be 2019. Don't
I
think it'll be
think it'll be
2020.
2020.
I don't think it's going to be that late.
What do you think, Final?
I think they are going to release it next year.
Next year, really? I think it's too early, guys. I don't know. Because put it this way, I mean, the team that worked on Sun and Moon, I think that was the last one. Presumably, they'd also be doing the Switch version, and they just did Ultra Sun and Moon last year. So if you're assuming like it's a 3-4 year development cycle, then I think it's 2020. It could be. I reckon it may be late 2019, mid to late 2019. I just don't think next year, early at least, is realistic. I'm not too sure. But
Already?
yeah, no. So I don't know. I look. I would love it to come out really fast, but and they do. Nintendo does need some really good exclusives because I don't want to say they exhausted all of their exclusives last year, but they exhausted a good amount of them. And I know that this year they have a Yoshi game, they have I think it's a Fire Emblem game and an Ace Attorney game, but I think they need another marquee title, and especially for next year as well, because maybe a Super Smash. I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Well, that is Nintendo's thing, isn't it? It's all about the IP, but there's so much stuff you can do with each IP. You know, just say Mario for none. You know, you could do another Mario Party, please, on the Switch. Do that.
Absolutely.
That'd
No,
be
I
great.
agree with that. They should do a Mario Party. Absolutely.
They can make it fair this time.
What was not fair? Which game wasn't fair?
Most of them.
I loved them. I loved the Mario.
I
Party.
love them, but gosh.
Do you know what? Do you know what they need to do? Do you know that top 100 Mario Party game thing that's on the 3DS?
I saw that. Yeah,
they need
that's
a
kind of cool idea.
They absolutely need to. That'd be fucking awesome. But anyway, so we'll actually move on from talking about games coming out in this year that we're excited for to answering some fan questions
Hell yeah.
that are being asked in the Twitch chat live. So you guys can also have a look at them as well. And I'll pick the first one just to get the conversation going. So Dr. Mr. Pepper asks, what are some of your opinions on the game A Way Out that's coming out in March, which is of course developed by Joseph Fares, who was brilliant at the Game Awards. And he made Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons, one of my most treasured games of all time. So we'll start with you, Starly. What do you think about A Way Out?
I want to comment on him first. I thought he was talking about a completely different game when he was talking about he was just like talking all his shit, like just slamming everything. And I was getting excited for the game that was previously shown because I thought he was like on for an interview afterwards. And then A Way Out comes and like, all right, okay, it's about this game instead.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like the concept of bringing a split screen game back, but I feel it's limiting itself by being only split screen.
Okay.
I feel it.
But here's the problem, though. I mean, well, not a problem, but have you played Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons? I mean,
I have, yes,
because-
but I've not played it co-op. I've only played it
so you've
solo.
not played a co-op.
No.
But like, yeah. So I guess that's kind of the developer's style. And before Brothers, I can't remember playing too many games that was similar to that. So I kind of like how they're still sticking to that, or to somewhat similar, anyways. But no, I'm really personally excited for it. Are you excited for it, Final, or not?
I haven't actually seen too much of it, but do you guys remember a game on PlayStation 2 called Prisoner of War?
No. Let me Google that.
Oh, okay. Well, it was set in a POW camp and you had to escape. You know, would you say it's maybe something similar to that kind of escaping from a prison kind of thing?
Kind of.
Because I don't really know much about it at all, so...
Yes, so the concept, as far as it's pretty much, it's maybe it's kind of like a Shawshank, right? But I don't know too much about the specifics. All I saw was Joseph Fares go crazy at the Game Awards and say, yeah, we have this game that you're two people trying to escape out of a prison, and if he does anything similar to what he did with Brothers, I think it will be a heart-wrenching, emotional story, and that's what I would really look for. Probably one of the main characters are going to die. That's my best guess.
I don't know, man. Like, that'd be kind of shitty unless it was like the last cutscene. Because you're playing with your best mate or something, and then
That's the point. That's the point, Sally.
and I get it. I get the meaning, but I wouldn't. I'd feel like if I was the person who died. Like, what's the point in me being here? I'm just gonna whip out my Switch and play the next Pokemon game because that's coming out
But
next
again,
year.
that would be the point, to pull at your heartstrings. Like, I think that could be an interesting swerve that they go for, but who really knows? So we'll pick another question then, and this is something that we'll have some interesting discussion. Joe Cadge asks, do you think Bethesda Game Studios is releasing a game this year?
Oh, do you mean
Yes.
actual studios, not
Yeah.
just
The
any of their
actual studio.
licenses?
No, the
Oh.
actual studio.
Oh,
Hmm?
right. No.
I don't know.
Everyone's like, oh, I don't know.
Yeah. You said
I mean,
Bethesda
they've
Game
been-
Studios, but I just heard Bethesda Softworks for some reason, and I was going to say, yeah, Wolfenstein 2 on Switch.
On the Switch,
Just
but no, it
as a
has to
joke,
be
but no.
BGS.
No.
I think they've got too much work going on. They're doing too much other stuff.
They do have a new studio helping them with everything. So maybe.
I'm trying to think. What could they release if they were going to release something?
Starfield.
Yeah, the best guess right now is this it's an unannounced title called Starfield, but we don't even know. Like, ZeniMax has trademarked the name Starfield for a game. We don't know what it is. We don't know even if BGS is working on it. Everyone's just assuming that they are.
Yeah.
And
Probably
we'd have
won't
no
be.
idea, when it come out. But here's the thing. I mean, could they do something similar with Fallout 4 with a new IP, mind you, where they announce it at E3 and then release it later this year?
I think, honestly, despite my I wouldn't say hatred, but disappointment with Fallout 4,
Okay.
to say the least, I really liked the way that they dealt with the PR. They just dropped it at E3 and said, you know what? Here's Fallout Shelter, you can play that now. But guess what? You can play the main game that you actually care about in 6 months or less than.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like every game should be like that, unless it's something that is like an indie developer that can't afford it.
Yeah.
And they kind of need the leg time
Yeah.
to build it
Say,
up.
say your wee happy
startup.
few, your Kingdom Come Deliverance, or just Kickstarter projects, or crowdfunding, or they've only got like 10 grand and a couple of basements. They don't have Bethesda's money. They don't have Rockstar's money. So I think that's probably the best way to do it, and I hope they do.
Do you think they will, though?
I think they will.
I don't know.
I think they will.
I mean,
They did that with Wolfenstein 2, did they not? Last year.
No, they did.
Oh,
No, you're
oh.
actually
They
absolutely
they
right.
teased it within a trailer. What was it? They said what was the game? Prey?
No,
No,
wait a
it was on the like it was an Easter egg. It was literally saying 2 or I the new Colossus in
So it was at the previous year's
Yeah.
E3.
I don't know what
They
game it
had
was though.
in-
Was it Quake?
Yes,
Quake.
I think it was Quake. Yeah, it was
But yeah,
Quake
they
Champions.
had that little tease, but then like the actual full reveal came.
Yeah.
You're right. In the same year that the game was released, same thing with Evil Within 2 as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What do you think, Final?
I just don't know what you could do to have a release be released. Do we mean are they making a game, or do we mean are they going to suddenly announce something?
Are they going to release it this year?
I don't know. I mean, because it's really hard to say because they're kind of sporadic at the same time, which is good. It's really good to suddenly say, by the way, here's Fallout 4. But I just can't think of anything off the top of my head that they might be working on that would take everyone by surprise that much. There is Quake, but is that Bethesda Game Studios?
No.
No,
Or is
that's
that
not.
one of
That's
their-
not
of
BGS.
these?
Here's the thing,
No.
though. I mean, Fallout 4 came out in 2015, right?
Mhm.
If something was going to come out by the end of this year, it would be about a 3-year turnaround. They took 4 years with Fallout 4, but they do have a new
Was it not
studio
5?
that can help them out.
Didn't they
Was
start?
it 5?
Didn't they start?
Sorry, no. It was.
They started they started before they finished Skyrim, like
Yeah,
pre-production.
but
etc.
what I meant though, it was like when Skyrim was released in 2011.
Yeah.
4 years from that date, they released their next
Right.
game.
I get you.
So
I get you.
if you assume that, it's Fallout 4 was 2015, 4 years from that would be 2019. So maybe they announce something at this year's E3 or at a similar event, and then they release it next year. Or because they have their new studio in Montreal, they're able to actually turn it around by the end of this year. I mean, who knows?
Oh, I mean,
What do you think it could
everyone
be,
was
though?
expecting Starfield or whatever it was last year.
But that was
However,
too ambitious.
it was sort of Bethesda's fault because they kind of made their whole theme. Sure, there was the world, but
it was not their fault.
Like,
That's
at-
BS.
I'm pulling at straws here, but at E3, you know, people would have been excited. They would have been expecting it when they had their background for the entire E3 event as like stars, a starry sky. Like it was literally just stars. Come
But
on.
here's the issue though. Like literally all ZeniMax has done was file a trademark.
I know.
And everyone's like, well, you put stars in the fucking video. How dare you? Like,
They're not allowed to
come
do
on,
that.
it's
Come
such a
on.
big jump.
Stars are pretty common. I see them every day. You look out the window, they're there.
No, like I thought it was a bit of a jump for people to get upset. Like it was never gonna happen. I was this close to making a video too, saying there's nothing gonna be announced for BGS. But this year, I think they will announce something, and I'll make a solid prediction. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong on that one. But I think they will announce something at this year's E3. It's whether they release it this year or wait until next year. And the only reason why I think they'll wait is because it's a new IP and they need time to build it up. It's not like Fallout where everyone's familiar with it and they can release it within 6 months. I don't think it's that well known of an IP. Like no one knows what Starfield is, so they need to, make people familiar with it. In my opinion, anyway. But let's move on to the next question. It's from Jackek, who asks, which video game story has impressed you the most? How did the story affect you emotionally or mentally? We'll start with you, Final.
Oh, it's kind of a toss-up between two. One, I might say Silent Hill 2.
Okay.
That might definitely be a good contender there, because for the entire time you kind of feel as if you're not actually trying to beat monsters, but you're just kind of being toyed with, by the town itself in a kind of horror, very Stephen King kind of way.
Yeah.
And it almost made me feel more unsettled about just being in the town. And then, I won't reveal spoilers and stuff, but towards the end, they kind of realize that you're not exactly who you think you are.
Yeah.
And it kind of throws you off a bit. And you're like, oh, is that really what this is all about? And you're like, oh, I don't trust myself. But another one, well, it might have actually been Mass Effect 3. When kind of all the relationships
Controversial.
were ending and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I know.
People like that story, or the ending at least.
Well, it's so much the ending, but it's more so that when some of these characters kind of all come back together, sometimes not seeing each other for a while and stuff, just some of the writing with those characters was absolutely spot on. And some beautiful imagery and stuff like that in there. Oh, there was one time when Shepard would ask, Edie, do you actually understand why you're doing this, as an AI? And you actually feel as if, do I trust what this character I've always liked is actually saying? Or are they just kind of repeating programming? And it actually kind of makes you question your own feelings about the character as well, not just Shepard. So I like that. I would definitely like that one as well. So one of those two. What about
Very
you guys?
interesting. What about you, Starly?
I'm a big boy who doesn't get emotional.
Oh, come on! About that one game.
Honestly, I don't really feel like emotional. I'd say I was surprised by a few games, but not really any's coming to mind. I quite liked BioShock Infinite, and the story, like the yeah, and it's quite deep in that. There's just endless universes. The ending was quite. I don't know if thought provoking is quite the word, but interesting. But something that has me emotional. I don't think there's really any game that's done that for me.
Well, I'll tell you what, BioShock Infinite is a great answer. Because as you know, I am a BioShock fan.
Yeah,
But it was
one of the biggest.
And one of the biggest. And I don't want to get into spoilers, obviously, but
Yeah, please don't, because I haven't finished it.
okay, then we can't talk about it. 'Cause, I don't even want to hint as to what the story, the twist could be. So yeah, play that on your own.
I
but-
think I know the twist already, but yeah, keep it a secret still.
Yeah,
In case anyone else doesn't.
yeah,
Because
definitely.
we are live.
Absolutely.
But Wanderers Twitch.
And mine.
you keep
Take
plugging
it
it
for your
for me.
question.
Fucking great.
Yeah.
Any other games, Sally?
I would look through my Steam list, but Steam's currently crashed on me, so
Nah, fair enough.
can't really. No, I can't think of it at the top of my head. No,
All
sorry.
right. Well, I will say, in terms of emotionally, and I mentioned it just before, but Brothers Tale of Two Sons, the way that story ends is like really pulling at your heartstrings. It was. I'm not saying it made me cry or anything, but it was pretty. It hits you. It really does, because the way that it just builds up and then gets to that final point, it's just fantastic, that game. Like obviously BioShock is a easy answer for me, but I will say as well, like, I don't know if you guys played What Remains of Edith Finch last year. That was a really, really good game story wise, and it wasn't like the most emotional thing in the world, but it was mentally thought provoking. And it's only a 3-hour game, or 2 or 3 hour game, so I won't say much about it, but you definitely should play that game if you want something that's really quick and easy, but also as well gets you thinking.
Kind of in the indie scene as well. I definitely felt that Papers, Please made me think about a lot.
Oh yeah. So tell me about that one.
Well, Papers, Please, you're at the checkpoint of some kind of fictional Cold War-esque country, allowing people across the border, and you are literally given rules every day to check. You're not allowed people from this country in. You're not allowed people who weigh this much, or if this person, I don't know, wears a big jacket, you've got to scan them illegally and stuff. And
Interesting.
it kind of forces you to do things that you don't want to do, but you've got to kind of justify yourself as a player if it's justified or not, statistically, but it's real lives. And I kind of get emotional about it in that sense, because it's based very much on real events that actually weren't that long ago.
Yeah.
So it's very nice in that sense. It's definitely worth a try.
Like, is it a short game too, or is it pretty long?
If you're trying to do like all the endings and stuff, it's probably about 5 hours maybe.
That's
First
not
run,
bad.
you might do it in about 45 minutes first time.
See, I really like games like that are pretty much 1 or 2 sessions you can get done. Like, I really like to play short games in between bigger ones. You know what I mean? So,
Yeah.
like, I remember last year I played Soma, which was like a 2 or 3 hour game. But it's just like a nice break.
Is it that short?
Dude, so
Damn.
good.
I
It's
played.
really short.
I played like an hour and a half, and
Dude, you almost finished it. You gotta go back to it.
yeah, damn.
Did you not like it?
Well, it wasn't that I didn't like it. I just sort of forgot about it because I did it as like a first impressions sort of video, and I just
Yeah, you were pretty much right to the end.
right, brilliant.
Nah, dude, really, really, really good game. And again, I'd recommend Brothers. I'd recommend What Remains of Edith Finch. Yeah, there's tons of other really short games that I absolutely adore, and they tend to come from the indie, kind of AA crowd. So,
Well, they don't have the budget to work on like really huge graphics and stuff, so they got to make up for it somewhere else.
no, absolutely. And here's the problem: I don't know how profitable those kinds of games are. Like, they're still these are still small teams, or maybe a one-person team working on those games for several years, and they end up selling for, I say, 20. Usually, indie games are $20 US at launch, and then they go down in price. I don't know how sustainable those kinds of games are. I hope that they are, because you got some real gems out there. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Well, maybe profit can be termed in different ways. Maybe you'll get a new member of staff because you made that game, or maybe you get accepted
absolutely.
into a new company. There's lots of profit.
Or maybe
that
you
isn't
get
just
acquired, or
direct
maybe
currency.
you get a job.
Something like that.
Definitely. So we've been recording for about an hour and a half now, and I think that's a good time to wrap it up. So I want to say thank you to Starly and Final for joining me on this podcast. We got
No
to talk
problem.
about tons of different games. And we'll end it as well like this. So just pimp out whatever you're doing on your personal YouTube channels or Twitch channels. We'll start with you, Starly. What are you doing recently?
Well, as I said earlier on in the stream or podcast, whatever, that I was planning on. Well, I'm in the process of writing a Borderlands lore series, and I'm also going to be doing a Kingdom Come Deliverance lore series, which isn't so much lore, but it's more telling history from the perspective of the game. And also, I'm wanting to cover that game because it's about to launch, and well, hopefully I'll get some extra views.
All right. And what about you, Final?
Well, to kick off 2018, of course, and also, is this the first ham radio podcast of 2018?
It absolutely is.
Yeah. All right. So on my channel, your Final Render, we've mostly been doing kind of survival and crafting games with a huge amount of emphasis on Fallout 4, where we do the series building with mods. So if you like Fallout 4 and you enjoy the building crafting system, come check out my channel. You'll have some great fun, I promise. And I've just decided to start doing 5 videos a week with not just Fallout, but other games as well.
Very, very nice. And I'll get Maddie to put the links to their channels in the description below, and also their Twitter handles will be on the screen. And they've been on the screen this whole time, so you would have been able to follow them there. And again, thank you so much, guys, for joining me. This has been the Ham Radio Podcast. Hopefully, it gets uploaded to Maddie's Patreon and to iTunes and all that really quickly. But until next time, please, thank you so much. Well, thank you so much for joining. I was about to do my own traditional Lone Bolt Wanderer ending. It wouldn't work for this podcast. It was so natural. But
the engagement's gotten to his head, you know.
Absolutely.
I do it all the time with streams. Like,
it's so weird, isn't it?
Like and subscribe. Come on, guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much. This has been the Lone Bolt Wanderer. No, but seriously, guys, thanks for joining to the end, and we'll catch you next week. Alrighty. We're still streaming, by the way, but I just stopped recording.
Sweet.
It's all right, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining me stream. This has been my first podcast ever.
There you go. All right.
yeah.
Thank you so much for joining, guys. I really appreciate it. And thanks for everyone for watching. We're at 22 viewers, which isn't bad. Isn't bad.
Aye.
And I'm at 5.
Nice. Who's watching?
Well,
yours
you can
right
go.
now?
You can finish Dishonored now, can't you?
Oh no, I finished it.
How do you finish a game on a podcast? It boggles my mind. How do you do
Is that the first time you played it?
First time I completed it, I done when it first came out. I
Okay.
did a fair bit of it.
Right,
But
first impressions review. Now it's done. Go.
good.
Good,
Right,
yeah.
Excellent.
I'd say the first one is a lot better. Well, not technically. Technically, second one is obviously better, but there was a lot of problems on launch, which sort of put me
Ooh.
off when.
Do you know the way?
Fuck's
Do
sake.
you know the
I'm
way?
getting chat in this
The way
game.
of the devil.
Sorry.
No.
That's all right. Well,
Right. Yeah. Story-wise, it was interesting. I did a high chaos run. But I'm planning on going back to do a completely ghost run, which will take fucking forever. I had
forever.
yeah, I had 2 saves going. One that was high chaos and just stealth, but if I get caught, I will kill someone, and then one that I just sneak around and don't touch anything.
Yeah.
And that one, I've only done the first mission or first 2 missions, and it's taken the same time to complete the whole game in high chaos.
Yeah, dude, I couldn't imagine trying to do that. I just went kind of semi-high chaos and enjoyed it. Then I didn't go back to it. Yeah. Anyways, guys, I'm off. I want to be going to the gym. I just
Alright,
need to
sorry.
be fit. No, it's fine. It's fine. Thank you so much for joining me last minute. I really appreciate it. And thanks
Anytime,
everyone in the Twitch chat. We will be streaming later, I think. We'll see. All right. And I'll talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.
See ya.
Bye.
And thanks, guys, again. I appreciate it, man.
No problem.
Anytime, buddy. Thank you
See
very
you
much.
guys. Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye. Right, gentlemen. I'm assuming you're all gentlemen. VRChat, are you ready? Just give me a sec. I did try to start it up earlier, a few seconds ago. Hello. Yes. Yeah. Doing pretty well. Yeah, OBS has been pretty dumb for me recently with that. Because these things are usually like, I don't know, an hour and a half. You don't mind if I jump into some random games of Fortnite in between? Yeah. Oh right. Mhm. Oh, it's never working. It's been, yeah. Oh yeah, you got the 4K one. Cool, cool. Yeah, why not? Look him go! Actually, he does actually turn. That's pretty cool. Right, let's find something good. Tona. It's not the best world, I don't think. Yeah, I've sold my soul.
Do you know the whip? Let us go find the whip.
Holy shit, it's a tiny Knuckles. Right, let's get out of here. Uganda? I kinda want the zombie apocalypse thing. Oh, Super Mario World. There's nobody in it. Oh. Times Square. Fuck it, we're going. Alright, I'm gonna quickly go for a whiz. BRB. I'm back, and it's still not loaded. Great. Right, you. Come on, 100%. Let's do this. I should probably check Discord just in case I'm being called. Oh no. I'm not being called at all. Oh. I'm still fucking hot dog guy.
I wanted to say sorry because I said you're a loser before, but that's not true. I feel bad.
Hey, fatty.
Yo, hot dog, do a dance.
Fuck you, bitch.
This hot dog's do a fucking dance before I slap your wife.
You do a dance.
Look at that old bitch. What?
I don't even know how to do emotes.
Do a dance, doggo.
No.
Hello!
Fuck, everyone's looking at me.
Do a dance!
How do I fucking emote?
Oh my god. That was amazing.
I can't even jump.
Yo, you're fucking weird, dude. No.
Oh fuck, he's following me. Stop following me. Alright. Alright, let's see what else there is to do. How many people? Does it say how many people are in this server? No. It's not. Oh. Stop asking people to dance, SpongeBob.
I am
Oh shit, she's dancing.
Oh damn, this ain't legal.
How do you dance? Alright, here we go. Yeah, I'm gonna die. What the fuck? Holy shit. Oh, I guess we're being raided by the Knuckle Squad.
Fear is how I form, confusing what is real. Crawling in my skin, these wounds they will not.
Who's reading?
Fear is how I form, confusing what.
Shut up.
There's something inside me that pulls beneath the surface consume, confusing what is real. This lack of self-control, I fear is never ending, controlling, confusing what is real. Thank you.
Jesus, what the fuck's happening here? Is that Homer?
What's going on?
Alright, I'm dead. Oh, right.
Stop that.
Accept. There we go. Are you wanting to... You want to be in the stream? I forgot it was... Right, can we make it full screen? No. Right, what should we do? Let's check out the worlds. Late night jazz. 700 people. Hell yeah. Alright. Is that different lobbies? No. Yeah. Fuck it. We're going to some late night jazz. Come on. Hopefully it's good. Good music. I'm still fucking hot dog guy. Smooth jazz. Oh, it is Diva. It's like the best jazz house ever. Oh shit, it's the Lord Vader. Oh fuck.
Who do you play in Overwatch?
Fuck, there's a car. What the fuck? Is that... Oh, no, it's not. I thought it was Genki. They having a race? I want to race. Shit, this is too much. Oh, they want me. What do you want? What do you want?
So I'm good.
Where is your color?
Mercy.
You are very pale. Is that snow camo for Russia land?
What do you want me to do?
Is it a metaphor?
No, it's snow camo for snow warfare.
Yes.
See? The
Oh my
knight
God, I
can't
love
hit him
this.
because he can't see him in snow.
It's
Very
like
good
the
camo.
hot dog guy, but thicker.
Yeah, I'm thick.
Mm-hmm.
You like it?
Yeah,
Why am I doing this to myself? Can I do the that emote that we know? Oh shit! It's oh they fucked off. It's just Snake. Hell yeah. Loving the tunes. This is like the trashiest shit, and I love it. Let's dance. I don't have to do a fucking backflip. I wish I could play in third person. Deja vu! What the fuck? Dark Souls man.
And we got second. It was just like a random group of...
Right, what should I do now? I wanna do something. Give me an objective. Hey buddy. Little Knuckles.
Prettiest one anyway.
Do some stand up. Ugh. Do you have a Scott's stand up routine? Oh shit! No. Is that you? Holy shit! Hey.
Hello.
Oh, hello there. Right, you want to do a duo stand-up routine?
I'm gonna need to beat the streak because I can hear you twice.
Go for it. Can we move away from the music? Yeah, it's terrible. Da 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 da. Oh fuck! Look down. Look down. Oh hey. Just staring into space. I'm gonna take a photo of this. This is a moment to remember. It's my new Facebook cover photo.
I've seen better views from my spaceship.
Is this the stand-up routine starting?
No, fuck likes sour raisins.
Alright.
Fuck likes raisins.
You all fucking start with these raisins.
Raisins. planet.
That could be made from raisins.
We have
What's wrong with raisins?
blind those. Those taste like shit.
And they fucking look like my
What about
fucking
raisins?
crumpled up grandpa.
What about raisins?
I wish we could
Now that I think about it,
beat up these cunts.
Patty all wrinkled up in her 70s kind of looks like a raisin.
What?
You look like a fucking raisin under that mask.
Well, fuck you on about you fucking low polygon hot dog uncolored looking ass.
You know you envy me and my thickness, my thick booty.
Bro, your fucking mouth doesn't even move. Your fucking ketchup and mustard isn't even colored in, bro.
That's because ketchup and mustard suck. Yeah, what he said. I was born with an extra chromosome.
Don't touch my
Is it too quiet?
Your dead star is shit. Two of them shit.
What about Darth Vader? Making your
I
bitch.
feel like it's fucking...
He's already.
Meat dress.
Making your bitch.
Guys, watch me whip.
What the fuck? What the fuck? Where the fuck did he go? Where the fuck did he go?
I'm in a call with them. I don't know how he did that.
What the fuck happened? Godzilla, you thick.
Can you leave my mom alone, please?
What was that, sorry?
You look nice.
Date with your mom?
I know.
Yes.
I'm
What's
your
wrong with that?
dad. And your mom's my punching.
Can I get some of that?
Excuse me?
I'd be watching
No.
you guys.
Oh.
Like a punching bag?
Oh well.
I'll be watching.
Anybody like Crash Bandicoot?
It's
Yes. Wait, why? Who?
He's an icon in decline. You know that.
What?
What'd you just say to me?
Crash Bandicoot.
Just assume my gender?
Did you say fish, Bandicoot?
Cringe Bandicoot.
Fuck. Did you just say about fucking Crash Bandicoot?
He's an icon in decline. I'll have you know, he's an icon, and you need to get in my fucking face, Abby.
Just triggered
I
Abby.
want you to stick your own wiener in your own ass. Wait, why? Do you have personal space turned off? Am I disappearing when I get close, or what?
Using and date is from Crash Bandicoot.
You're all up in my personal space. Darth Vader, you wanna fight, bro? Stop that fucking breathing.
Fucking what, bro? Fucking what, bro? Fucking low polygon headphone looking ass, bro.
Oh, hey, Mr. Shrek. I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I didn't mean to offend you with this juvenile activity.
I'm not looking.
I am so sorry.
Guys. Hey guys, I need you to watch me do something. Watch me dab.
Crazy man.
What? Nani?
Okay, Abby, can you hear me? now?
Escalated quickly.
Abby, can you hear me while I'm...
I feel sorry for Michael. Don't do it, Michael. Don't jump. Don't do it. I know this is really try-hardy here, but don't jump.
Hello.
Hello. You okay?
I'm okay. I'm an alien from space.
And I'm a fucking hot dog. You wanna eat me?
Play along, for fuck's sake.
Sorry.
Hello.
Hello, alien. Piece of shit. You wanna eat some of my hot dog? Cause you're pretty skinny.
Clap, clap.
Please do not make fun of my birth defect.
Is that your brother? Oh fuck. Brothers reuniting.
Show it to me.
Long lost brother. I'll show you it.
Are you insinuating that because we look similar, we are brothers? I'll have you know, that's racist.
Yeah, you all look the same, bastards.
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh, hey, Akiko. Did you get the chip? Now that's a reference for the Scarlet Devil.
Kitty. Is that a gray hot dog?
Yes, it is.
Why is it gray?
Because I'm all worn out. I've been surrounded with all these women. Damn, I understand why people play these games.
For 1,000 years.
Yeah, 1,000 years, sure.
All these women, no one's there.
You're here.
Hey, no.
Oh.
Get your game on.
I think you guys know what the next step is.
Oh man, I want to do it so bad. I just want to nick myself.
In that avatar.
Are you gonna anal probe me, alien?
What?
Where's Michael? Michael. Hey Michael, how you doing?
I am the next
Well,
step.
that's disappointing.
No, I'm the next step.
You're the next tuck-inch?
You want me to enter?
What?
Enter me.
Yeah.
Behind? Alright.
It is ass. Right, let's get out of here. Alright, do we need to go to the hub? No. Ooh. We're going to the Krusty Krab.
My Legend of Zelda soundtrack, everything.
You're so tiny.
You're tiny.
Sure.
Hello. Hello. My interest you in some rat-infested Krabby Patties.
Turn my dad on.
Whoa.
Rat-infested?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna change my avatar.
Are you gonna eat me alive?
Say my apologies.
I've always wanted to die without being eaten alive by a giant cloud. Yeah, boy.
Hmm.
Hey guys, let's just see my boobies.
I do.
It's a Cory in the house. Let's be this guy.
It's a trap.
Yeah, I am doing that.
Don't loot that.
Where the fuck's Michael?
I'm a big fan of this.
It's my favorite anime.
Yeah. Cory is my wife, Lil.
Oh, we can jump in this server.
Hey, why is there a black person? Cory is the house.
This is gonna be like the weirdest fucking stream ever. Going from the Ham Radio podcast with Lone Vault Wanderer. Oh, was that the? I recognised that character from Fallout a second ago. I can't see him now. And then playing Fortnite, Dishonored 2, and then this.
Alright, get up out my...
Holy shit!
Where did you get that?
Hey Kylo Ren, how's it going?
Did you just import a flat 2D model?
Holy shit, he did.
Holy shit, he's wide.
My queen. Wide boy, am I right? He's got wide load.
My queen.
Where I live. Hey, why am I breaking and entering into my household?
Cory is the house. I've never looked at it this way.
Not working. Oh,
Let's go to Uganda. Go to preserved Russia. I'm so thankful that you remember that. Holy shit, everyone's I guess there was another raid of Knuckles, or mini Knuckles. There's Rabbids, man. This ain't Uganda. This ain't fucking Uganda. I was lied to.
Beat on him.
Jesus, this is low shit. Low ass shit. Is that Sonic all on his own? I feel sorry for you. I mean, there's another Sonic. Hello, Sonic. Mama Edge D70. Oh, he's gone. He didn't like me. Jesus, it's so slow.
Come! We shall go! We shall lead a revolution elsewhere! We can come because of the portal! For we are now Uganda! Yes, he says, do not
I feel ashamed to be playing this. Oh, is that Michael? Is that you? I think it might be. He's following me. Just your name. Your name's not appearing. Or not. Fuck it. This is a shit server anyway. Fuck it. Can't remember what it was called, even though it was a second ago. I think I might have to do the same. Don't know why I question marked that. Fuck it. Yeah, I'm gonna restart. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, I have no idea what's going on in this game. It was the same little jazz loop over and over.
Yeah,
just
it's
give me a
just
headache.
fucked. I feel like I'm being drained. Not just by that, but like by this game and.
It's like more accessible Second Life, except everyone's just trying to be a troll at the same time.
Yeah.
It's strange. Nobody's trying to roleplay on this game because they know nobody else is going to do it with them.
Well, I mean, that last server I was in felt like I was interrupting some major weeb sesh.
Probably were.
Probably. Alright, I'm
Ruined
back
their
in.
night.
Yeah, I've ruined their night. They were ambushed by Stally 111.
The Stally 111.
The Stally 111.
Right. It just keeps loading and loading and then
Yeah.
loading.
I had that. It loads twice for me, then it goes in.
This is the third time it's loaded.
Great.
I'm gonna.
Right, this is number 2. Right, we're going to a black screen. Okay.
It's
Maybe
not good.
maybe it might be the same again.
I'm gonna close.
Oh. No, we're not making any progress.
Try closing it because I had to install something for me when I closed it.
I just restarted it.
No. No idea then.
This is the last time and then I'm going to restart it. Unless it works now. Right, we're restarting this bad boy.
Woo! experiencing technical difficulties.
Loading. Oh god. The same image again.
See, I thought you had to have VR to play this, so I was like, oh, that's quite inaccessible to almost everyone.
Nah, it's pretty good in that factor. I wish more VR games allowed you to do this.
Be funny.
Yeah.
VR's expensive.
Very. Way too expensive. I was looking it up because just Billy was going on and on and on about it. See if I could actually do it without VR, like if there's any mods or any shit like that. But yeah, it's built in. I think the servers might be fucked or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, because it's just a perpetual load. And when I was in the last world, it was laggy as fuck. Or it could have just been there was too many players in it and I had a low frame rate. Either or, it didn't feel so hot. Yeah, I shouldn't have gone to Uganda. Probably not the best place in the world to travel to. Anytime today, game. Anytime today. So, how are you enjoying? How are you enjoying watching VRChat, guys?
Sorry, my brother came in and
That's cool. You had to beam up, Scotty.
beat him up, yeah. I verified the game cache and it said one file was missing, so...
Right. Maybe it got deleted by accident.
Now it's actually asking me to run it in a desktop mode instead of just launching it.
Oh right, I got asked like as soon as I downloaded it.
Yeah, mine didn't do that the first time, so I had to go through a VR setup thing, so it was strange.
Well, that's very offensive. Fuck you, plastic robot. Fuck you. Yeah, got one file.
Were you really enjoying it, Mr. Plastic Robot 4? I'm not seeing the fun side really. I was just an alien, a polite alien who called people racist.
I sort of enjoyed myself for like a minute.
Dang. Why is it like the intro to a spaceship management game music? Like Starbound or some shit. I know Starbound's not spaceship management, but it reminds me of Starbound.
I guess it's sort of like the element of, oh, I'm in. Ease in, boys, ease in.
Mission failed.
Right, let's try and get ourselves some good avatars. And apparently there's no worlds.
Depends what means, just fuck.
Al's avatar corridor. Hopefully we'll get some good avatars in here. Maybe some
Al's
crunch. Yeah, Al's toy. My boy's on it. We're talking about Ratchet and Clank earlier. Don't know if you were in the chat at the time.
Probably wasn't. How earlier is it?
Holy shit! They've got Ratchet and Clank characters.
Oh right, okay. I thought you were gonna say.
So that might mean that they've got Cranch. They've got Chairman Drek and one of his. Yeah, they've got Chairman Mao. They've got Kung Fu Panda. They've got Angry Bird.
Got Chibi Robo.
I'm gonna be Angry Bird.
Honestly, the friends tab just disappears. I'm gonna see if I can add you again.
Social. Yeah, it doesn't seem like I've got any friends. I mean, I'm playing this game. Am I right, fellas?
Request sent to Stally111 2E23. I don't know why that's on my name as well, like the little code.
Right. Chat wants us to... Alright, yeah, it's finally come up. Accept. There we go. Is my avatar? Yeah, it is. It is actually Angry Bird Man. Chat wants us to try stand up.
Right, I'm coming into the avatar room, hang on.
Okay. I'm gonna die as Angry Bird.
Hey! That's not you, that's a different Angry Bird. Shit. There's more, there's so many Angry Birds, holy moly.
I only see 2.
Oh right, okay, that's
It's because they're a mirror.
Okay. Is this you?
Yeah.
This is you. Your name didn't load in.
Down there's some guys.
Oh my god, it's...
Do you like black people?
Yes, do you?
Well, define like, you see, I like it when they pick my cotton, if that's what you mean. If
That
I
guy was
like them
funny.
in general,
I walked
no,
away.
because they're niggers.
Smurf it.
Okay, goodbye.
Well, now you're gonna get banned.
Yeah. Thanks for that, cunt. Oh, it's Warframe guy.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
No. Rude bastard.
More. Oh my god, there's more. There's Pooh Bear and his friends and Finding Nemo and his friends.
It's Digimon.
And, oh my god, it's Voldemort.
Barney.
It's Mr. Mario.
I'm gonna be Mo. There's sort of Jar Jar Binks. I don't know.
Samurai Jack is Aku. There's this little guy.
There's Brock Lesnar.
There's Ed, and Eddie, but only Ed and Eddie. There's a minion with hair. Hey, it's Torg.
Oh fuck it's.
Clarence,
What's up?
Yes.
You wanna fight?
I wanna be Clarence.
Or you wanna dance off? Oh, he's off. Yeah. He can't face the Brock. Oh, it's Funny Guy. Haha. Funny Guy.
It's the Family Guy.
It's the Family Guy. It's Family Man.
It's
Homer Luke
Griffin.
It's Homer Griffin, yeah. It's Luke Skywalker. Oh shit! They all just spawned in.
I don't know how to change. I'm clicking on Clarence, but I don't know if I'm Clarence.
Do a emote and then look down.
Wave.
Shit, man, that looks like a hybrid between a Dark Souls character and a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
That just looks straight up like a Yu-Gi-Oh card. It's like some one of the old Jamas.
Yeah. Wait. You're watching my stream? Wondering how the hell do you know?
Brooke next to Clarence. They've got all the best characters in here. They've got
I think they've got
Shaggy,
everybody.
Scooby,
There's
across
Maui.
from Snake and Cletus from The Simpsons.
Oh
Next
shit.
To, Lucina, Bert. I'm just gonna name the Cyberman.
The most famous Rick and Morty character, Catgirl thing.
How do I change to Clarence? I
You just
wanna be
click.
Clarence. Yeah, I'm clicking on him. I'll click on Brooke. Is Brooke working? Brooke's not working either. Cletus.
Shit. They've got the crunch. They don't have crunch, but they've got crunch.
Crunch Bandicoot.
They've got Crunch Bandicoot.
That's the guy from the bad Sonic game.
Am I Crunch?
You could be. I'll tell you.
No, he's gone back to... I wanna be Crunch! Fuck's sake.
Hey, it's Mung Dal. Mangdao. The fuck is?
Oh, it's Lugia.
Agumon. Oh, in the stream you're looking at what's the name? Not Handsome Jack, Samurai Jack. Same thing. Hey, it worked. Now I'm Clarence.
How did you do it? It was doing it for me earlier.
I ran away and then just went and did it.
Right. Okay.
I should be at least. No, I'm not. Okay.
It's actually not a girl. That's your bitch right there, bro. Look. That's your bitch running away. You better go.
Hey, baby. Where you going?
Hey, where are you?
We're going, baby.
You talking to me? The fuck's it? Oh, he's gone.
What character are you?
That sounds like Donkey. But it's not. Holy shit, is that you?
Maybe it's.
Yeah, you're
it's
falling.
Clarence. Yeah. Oh, you Crash with the mask.
Yes.
Hello.
Whoa.
Oh, Crash is so cool.
Wow. Holy shit, it's Big Anime Girl.
This one.
No, she just ran away.
Alright, I thought you were meaning the skeleton pumpkin.
No, it's like a player playing as
Oh.
a giant anime girl.
I just looked at the stream. It's amazing how many of these characters I actually recognize. I was expecting it to just be full of anime, I don't know. But there's like, oh look, there's Penguin from Farce of the Penguins.
No, it's from
Hashtag
Planet
Bob
Earth.
Saget. Where's Bob Saget?
Oh, it's Clone Trooper from Scout Trooper Land. Oh shit, it's you.
Right, we gotta do this stand up.
Oh god.
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Where did he get hit? Where did he get Clayman? Where did he get Clayman? I wanna know. I wanna know where he got Clayman. I fucking love Clayman. I'm not gonna stop until I find him.
Oh god. Let's go for
He could
sadness.
necessarily be one of the ones that I haven't loaded for me. Oh, there he is! I found him. It's okay.
It's fucking Scooby-Doo. He's my hero.
I'm Clayman. I fucking love Neverhood, honestly.
I don't know who you're talking about, but
It's an old claymation PC game.
all right.
I fucking love it. Are you just back in the main room? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, it's spooky, scary skeletons.
Well,
Don't know who's
fuck
playing
off.
it.
Just that little small knuckles there. Called friendly.
It's really loud for all the way over there.
I've turned down.
Shut up, friendly. You're not friendly. Right, let's It still says my avatar was Angry Birds.
You're Crash Bandicoot for me. This guy's a bitchy.
Hopefully it doesn't change back when we go into the stand-up.
Yes.
Open mic night.
I'm gonna turn up the voice volume a bit because I can't hear him. Oh no wait, it's full. I'll just turn down master. And turn up the game.
Right, one sec.
Setup complete. Right. Right, pull out the
I need to quickly do something. Hopefully I can find what I'm
I
looking
can't
for.
join you again. Are you still in this same world, or have you left?
I went to the open mic night one.
Right, it says you're still in this world for me.
I guess it's still loading me.
Oh, there we go. Right.
Oh god. Am I still Crash?
I'll tell you in a second.
Be an adult to do this, okay?
I think I am.
To know that you have no life. Everyone has to know this.
Okay, can you get these two little shits out of here?
These are my children. My children, you must leave. I am your king. You must listen to me.
Hey, you're
Right.
Crash. That guy's gonna do some stand up. Let's sit in these chairs over here.
Boo! Get off the stage, you suck!
And you don't have a VR headset? Wait, you do. You said that.
Oh, it's Roblox guy.
Tell us a joke. Hello.
I didn't realize what was going on. I was like, wait, why are those dingings keep...
So, you know those Coca-Cola cans, eh? Aren't they? Fuck, no.
That was good. Try again.
Hey, damn on that.
I couldn't think of it. I keep on teleporting to the door.
Evidently, I could tell you couldn't think of anything. Because you said those Coca-Cola cans and gave up.
Oh man, this is so bad.
And I've tried DK2, I've tried...
Those guys are just having a chat about VR headsets and stuff. Oh my god, it's female boo. That's quite niche. Don't know why.
The things I can tell you about
they just
Oculus
imported
versus
whatever the fuck model they could.
HTC has better tracking. It doesn't have as a comfortable headset though.
Yes.
And it's more blurry.
Don't fuck
in
with
my
their
opinion.
conversation.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So the
Agreed.
focus point on the headset is a lot more off.
I'm going back to
Does
the
Oculus have OLED or is it
Oh, wow.
LCD? Yeah.
I like Google Cardboard.
I bet you do have Google Cardboard.
I'm backstage.
Even an
There's a
IPS
TV
display,
here,
actually.
playing old reruns.
Ah.
That's a lie.
I mean, that's
It's
better than
blank.
LCD.
Doesn't
Still.
Vive have more support for more games?
Yeah. Actually, the Oculus support is actually growing fast. But do you have Steam? Like, does your Steam VR boot up with the Oculus? No,
Or do you
I
have
have
to
to
do,
just
like-
click the little button.
Wow, this sucks, bye.
and then it boots up.
Right, let's see what's backstage.
I'm coming
Oh,
with
it's
you.
Scooby-Doo theme.
Hey.
We'll get some groupies back here.
Longer legs.
Fuck, run! I like it's got
Yeah.
backstage.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here like a polite boy. Wait.
Gonna grind on you.
This is nice.
Sorry, did I interrupt you too?
No, it's...
You wanna join in?
Join what?
Whatever you want.
Sit. Shh. Hello.
Oh! Quite a nice band we've got here together.
Yeah.
Great conversation.
I was hoping you'd start it.
So, how are you all doing? Good night so far?
So far, yeah.
How about you, big guy? How you coping?
He doesn't talk that much.
Is he like
got
your...
no body.
Oh. What about you,
Turn up the game.
Clayman?
I'm fine. I had a nice... I was gonna say a nice big drink, but...
Oh my god.
I had a nice
Face
sleep.
your character jet when he got-
Come here often? Holy
No.
crap, man!
No.
I'm losing my fucking soul here.
VRChat.
I'm just running.
Yo, that guy's leaving. Follow him.
Yeah, after him.
Okay.
No.
Yo, you forgot your hat.
You forgot your Gundam. Ah
So
shit, the
many
spotlight's on me.
aliens and anime kids in here. And Windows 95.
This is pretty shit. Oh, hello, little girl. Would you like a lollipop?
Oh my god, my room's crashing.
He's a
This is my
pedophile.
child.
Don't do it. You stay away from me.
Oh no!
The lollipop was poisoned.
Subscribe to my YouTube
Yo, dude, look at his tits.
Yeah, Windows 95.
Those are nice tits.
channel. What if I said please?
Oh shit!
Look at him fucking go.
Oh shit!
Yeah!
Wow.
Where that came from.
Let's see it.
Yeah.
Do it again. Do the flip. Do the flip.
I'm finally popular. Thank you. I've been Clayman. Good night.
You Florida man.
It's not as cool when you do it.
Order. I don't even know how to do it.
Walk out the room slowly.
Let's go this way.
There's so many knuckles.
I like anybody know the way. I need to become my old self like this little dude right here. I don't know why I changed black all of a sudden.
Fuck, we're getting raided. No.
How about that airline food?
Oh my goodness. What has my life come to?
Bet you've never seen this one before.
Good job, my friend.
Oh shit, he's doing the flip again.
Everyone spit on the non-believers.
It's a fucking Russian version of Windows. Disgusting.
Shitface.
Alien.
So how's it going, boys?
I like the gun. Do you get the gun, or does that cost extra?
This is like a $50 DLC right here. Yeah.
$50?
Oh, well, you've got a big dick.
Both the mask's mouth and your mouth move when you speak.
Yes. Alright.
Follow me to the way.
Yeah, this is Ready Player One. Let's get at. Oh, is that another Warframe? I think that is. Oh, let's get the fuck out of here. This is shit.
Hey everybody, thanks for coming out. I'm Clayman. I'm here to do some jokes.
You are a tiger. You are a tiger.
My backup singers are quite loud.
Let's go to Guy Night.
Me?
They just kept talking about a cheap pie.
Cheap pies.
Yeah.
Nice. Oh, my phone ran out of battery.
Your phone?
Yeah.
Your VR phone?
My VR phone.
Escape. Right, okay, tell me when you're in.
I'm in.
There's a big... Yeah, Corey
Oh
in the
shit,
house
Pure
house.
Griffin. Oh man. It's good shit. There's a portal to Uganda in here.
There's a port to Uganda everywhere. I don't know why Uganda even... I know
You
it's a
you don't want to go to Uganda.
It's just like the most like cesspit thing. Can't
Thing.
read 'cause it says- Oh, okay, there we go. There's a rabbit staring at you. It's quite creepy.
Does anybody want to have a date with me?
I think I'm gonna go for a nice hike in the woods.
I'll join you, good sir. Oh, what's in that cave?
Nothing.
Oh, you're right.
my guy walk on your screen. It looks so good. You can play as Clayman in every game.
I'm coming after you.
My mother told me never go over this hill, but she's dead now, so I can do whatever I want. Oh my god, this place will be the best place to play hacky sack.
What's that? What is this? Is this the sun? Is this where Transformers Dark Side of the Moon was filmed?
Hello? Hello? Oh, you want... Thank you very much. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to drop your cupcake. Thank you very much, little girl.
Oh god, I've interrupted something. Run! Run me! Run!
Hey! Do you take that cupcake from that person?
No. No.
Give me that cupcake. Hello? Hello?
Somebody trying to get raped in Discord or some shit? Is it like privacy?
Oh, we got a party going on here. I got some cupcakes. Or I single cupcake.
Oh shit. Hey, you need to get your ugly ass out of here. Hello. Why is your fucking hand sticking out of your head?
Because I got a cupcake. Fuck you, cat.
Where's the lolly arm person at for you?
Thank you.
Yo,
Harley. Do you know how to use your hand if you're on a massive keyboard?
yeah, I know how to jerk off with my feet.
Yeah, where?
Niggas know how to jerk off with your feet? No?
Oh, that's easy.
Nope.
Yeah, I saw the massive knuckles in Uganda.
I mean, I don't have feet, but try the ear next time.
Shit, you're right.
Climbing up the tallest hill, the tallest tower.
What the fuck? Did y'all just
Sit
hear
there and
that?
wait for a traveler to stumble across me.
You guys suck.
I am one with the rock. Yeah.
I think we've got a search party. I'm gonna join them. No idea. For you.
For me. Hello! I'm up here! I'm just going out on a run to the edge of the map.
Hopefully I fall off.
There's no fall damage in this game. I'm going for it.
Fuck. Hey buddy. Mr. Russian man.
Yes, I'm Russian, yes, блядь. Что ты делал, блядь?
You have a nice name.
How are you?
I'm good.
You good.
Impersonate
Okay,
him.
nice.
That's like extremely racist. He's doing his accent.
I didn't mean it, it just came naturally. Oh, I'm a racist and I love it.
It's like that guy, that popular meme guy who was asked his favourite holiday and just reflex said 9/11.
You following me?
That. Me? No, I'm at the edge of the map.
No, this Russian guy.
Oh god, you can fall off. You can fall off. Lazy jump.
You wanna dance off?
That's how I died. Oh, I'm back.
Oh, he wants me to follow him. Oh, where are we going? Where are we going?
I'm gonna come crash your party.
Oh, you fucking ruined it. You could have fucking raped it.
I'm coming with you.
You're not gonna take me off to the corner of the map and rape me, are you?
Hello, I'm coming too.
He's with me. He's my muscle.
Now I am. Hello.
Are we going?
Cannot hear a word. I really need to turn up the volume in this game.
Well, you run the fucking way. I wanted you to rape this girl. No, she's.
What? Rape this girl? What the fuck is going on?
What girl would you like me to rape?
Magic girls.
This guy is laughing. video is gonna. This is actually fun when you're immersed in it. Oh my god, the shadow. I'm walking really slowly down this hill. Look at me go. Drew, look. Look at me slide.
Stop raping her. Yo, Sully. Stop raping her.
Yeah, I'll stop raping her. Let's go rape her. Oh shit, man! The crash, the feathers, man.
Stop.
Fucking stay away.
Hello, little girl. How are you?
Everybody help! Crash Bandicoot's attacking a small girl! Help!
Grunge Bandicoot.
Oh, there's one. Back here, chicken.
Stay, blue girl.
They're looking for chickens?
Oh, it's Yu-Gi-Oh lady.
Dark Magician girl. Hello!
You're a turkey.
How did you change it so you didn't have the code in your name?
Me?
Yeah, you're not like 2E23 anymore, you're just Stally.
I think I've not done anything to my name.
Oh. No idea.
This guy keeps on changing his mind. He's like, don't rape her, then rape her.
It's like he's just he's a psychopath.
Are you a psychopath, perhaps? A psychopath.
It's mine! Ah ha ha ha!
Psychopath?
Are you one?
Why would he think? Why? What?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, no reason.
Who fucking said that?
Me.
Hello.
Crunch Bandicoot.
Tell him.
I'ma kill you. I'ma kill you.
Yeah, try.
Try? Okay. Beat me, dude. Beat me in real life. Come on.
Yeah, he'd destroy you, mate.
Yeah.
Oh, you won't. I'm gonna destroy him.
Your little enemy boy.
I said real life. Not fucking chat, dude.
But you have anime then.
Whoa!
It's for gays.
Look at that girl, backflip!
Enemies for gays, yeah?
Oh, she died. Never mind.
Who said anime was for gays? Never said that.
Yeah. Yeah, you see? This fucking cunt right there.
And you are fat fuck.
Yeah,
100 kilograms at least.
So thick. You're so big.
1 meter.
So big.
No.
100 kilograms for 1 meter. Great.
I'm going on a magnificent mountain adventure.
You wanna? Oh shit! No, I thought that was another crunch.
Are you afraid to tell me?
No, we're not fucking going to Uganda.
I know.
We should though.
No, it'll just be the most cringy shit.
Yeah, but I mean, the most cringy shit. What's going to be worse than this?
People spamming racial slurs in the chat.
Oh fuck! I want to see
There you go.
how
That's worse.
hentai when I was drunk
General Mike
and
spam.
stoned,
That's worse.
like.
You don't want to know.
Nobody came with me on my magnificent
wanna
mountain
know.
adventure.
That's because nobody wants to.
Why the fuck not?
Can we play a game? Like they have games in this.
Like what?
There's a Western game, but I couldn't get into the lobby before. I want to do the zombie. Oh, there's an amusement park. We're going there.
Yeah, sure.
Hopefully the rides actually work. The chat demands Uganda. If we get 3 votes for Uganda, we'll go to Uganda. We need a majority. And I'm not taking 50% as a majority. We've only got 4 people viewing. We've dropped off from 8. Rest in peace.
Nice place you got here.
It is. Are you RPing?
It's nice. Yes. The Bart Simpson says this cave is his, so I'm talking to him about it.
Right. Cool.
I kicked him out and now it's mine.
Well, you've got to come to amusement park.
Yeah, when it loads.
Right. I'm in.
Right.
I'm in.
So let's join.
Holy shit! It looks like it's fucked.
This tiny cardboard man is just trying to propose to this anime girl with a cupcake. He just went, "Sup, bitch? You want a cupcake?" He's fucking tiny.
Holy shit, Donkey Kong's up there.
Look at them go up there.
Uh,
Holy shit, Elliot, you got up there. Oh my god.
Are you Batman? Yeah, you're Batfleck.
Whoa,
Fuck.
big man.
Donkey Kong, what the hell?
It's Crash Bandaman.
What you saying about me?
I was saying that's you. Hi.
Hi, alien guy.
He's pointing at you.
Why are you pointing at me? It's rude. It's rude to point. It's rude to point though. Stop it. Stop it now. Don't like that. Stop pointing at me. Fuck, Lugia's too big for me.
Hi.
Where'd you get Majora's Mask?
Don't be dumb. It's not Majora's Mask.
It is Majora's Mask. Look, it's right there. It says it written on it.
Wow. Bunch of dum-dums.
I love Mario.
I played enough Mario.
Still that guy's joke.
I'm having so much fun.
I'm not. This ride sucks. I want Game Boy.
Game Boy is for pussies.
Yeah, well, maybe I'm a pussy. The camera's like clipping through my whole body.
Every child that throws up, I get $10.
What if a child throws up multiple times? Because I feel like I'm about to do it 5 times in a row.
Only if you eat it.
I get 20.
What if I eat it? Do I get the money instead?
Yes.
Hell yeah. I love eating my own puke. This is just the worst shit ever.
I got out.
Hello.
Thank fuck this ride's over. You guys smell. You're all sweaty.
Hello.
Hello.
This person was getting kicked out of the park for being black. Now they've changed to a white avatar. People have accepted them.
Oh shit, Shaggy. Hey Shaggy. Bye Shaggy. Where are you?
I'm at Troika.
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 Were you not in the claw? Hey Rev Rocket. Top of the morning to you, millionaire.
Hey, how you doing? Hey, Crash.
I'm doing good. How are you?
Oh, just dandy, dude. Just dandy.
Kill yourself.
Who said that?
Rude.
Hello.
Fucking rude bastard.
No. Is that Crash Bandicoot?
Yeah, the one and only.
Hey, your shoes are untied.
Oh,
I don't trust you.
Look. Ah, I made you look. Ah.
Fucking bastard.
Ah, your shoes aren't untied. Get out of here. Get out.
He got you good. You just got.
You just killed that guy of laughter. Ah, we missed the bloody ride.
Hello. Can I have a ticket to Wind Seeker, please? Okay. Can I still have a ticket?
Yo, bitch, give me a ticket.
I have tickets.
Please, sir, wait your turn.
Give me a ticket, bitch.
I do not accept that language in my stall.
Give me a ticket, bitch, please.
These guys haven't none of it.
Fuck you.
You made her quit.
Now I run the Wind Seeker.
Yo, Can I get a ticket for this piece of shit?
No, I don't sell tickets. I sell hot dogs.
Fuck you too then, bitch.
Why are we talking about this? We're in a Discord call.
It's for effect. I don't know.
Yeah, people walking by.
Whoa, wipe out!
Hey, it's Kung Fu Panda Mantis guy.
Kill yourself.
Sure thing, boss. Now what do I do?
Hey Grim, fuck you.
Are you ready to wipe out? Go on ahead. That's the attitude.
Hello.
Thank you. I try. Yeah, go ahead.
Holy shit, you're tiny. Can you speak? That's pretty dope.
I let all these people on it. They're like, am I tall enough to write this right? I said, yeah, go ahead. Then when they were getting on, I just said, I don't even work here, and left.
Do you guys have any cupcakes? Can you get me some? I really would like some cupcakes. Aw. Do you like my mask? You want me to take it off?
Hello. That killed him. Oh no, he's back.
Apparently my mask is my life force. Sorry guys.
He must have had an extra life.
I have no idea who that guy is. Oh, she died. Oh well.
Rest in fucking peace. There's anything in the bins. There's not.
All aboard the ride train.
The ride train. Oh, look, you're supposed to say something else. All aboard the right train doesn't really work.
Hello. Is the seat taken?
No. All aboard the ride train. Shit.
Have a great time. I don't work here.
Hey, Zemos. Yeah, I don't think I'll be doing.
Mr. Crash Bandicoot, please.
Do you wanna hold hands? This is going too fast. I might die. Oh, I can't even do emotes. Oh fuck! I fell off. Alright. Man.
Hello, Shaggy. Oh, very well then. It just AFK'd.
Let's go to total wipeout. Hey.
Yeah, wipe out. Yeah.
Not a lot. Yourself?
I'm okay.
Do you like dressing like that? Or are you forced to?
I like dressing like this.
Hello?
You hear that, kids? You wanna follow that up? Hey.
Hello. How are you? I'm fantastic. Spending my day at this wonderful amusement park.
Are those Beats by Dre on your head?
Yeah. I guess.
Maybe.
I like them. You sponsored?
Yeah.
That's hot.
You know the Dre? My God.
The Drake. The Miku series.
Wow. That's impressive.
You made her laugh. How do you feel? You should bang her already.
So, you like the amusement park?
It's fun. I went to one like this last year. It was really fun.
This is tragic, man. So, you like video games? I like video games. You like the PlayStation?
I'm going on this ride now.
Yeah, video games are great.
What's your favorite video game?
I really.
I'm dying inside.
It's fine, mate.
I like Fallout. Fallout's good.
Oh, I never played Fallout. This one. It's like I've seen videos of it and it looks really cool.
You should play Fallout New Vegas. It's probably my favorite game of all time.
Okay, I guess I'll have to try it out.
What about you, Clayman?
Pong.
Pong. Classic. I like it.
Yeah. Goodbye.
Alright, bye. Hello, Robot Man.
Oh, you two just fucking flirt over Fallout New Vegas.
Oh, she disappeared.
She locked out. She's got to play Fallout New Vegas.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, like she just vanished. Oh man. Yeah, so is there anything else that you want me to do? Chat? Michael? Anyone?
I don't care. I'm having fun just wandering about. This is what I'd do on Second Life, except without voice. Just walk about and just go, hello! That's the voice I used the voice that Scott fucking hates when I played Gmod Dark RP. That was funny, and I got captured by a man dressed as Hagrid. Not as Hagrid, he was dressed as Hagrid. It was just a regular man with a big coat and long hair.
Right. Oh, man.
I sure do love this amusement park.
I want to off myself.
The auto-tuned Goron is here.
Right, I'm coming.
Billy's favourite. It's down next to the claw.
Still there, damn.
Don't come down here, there's a guy who just keeps saying the N-word. He's a blue robot. Oh no, and the auto-tune guy's following him. Nah,
You wanna fucking fight, mate? You wanna fucking fight? You wanna fucking fight? Ah, that's what I thought.
With me.
Oh, big man. Big man. You wanna fight?
What?
You wanna fight? Big man. Eh? You think you're tough or something?
What the fuck is that voice, honestly?
I don't know. No.
Over here.
Oh shit, those guys seem kind of funny.
I may not be able to win a but I can still fuck you afterwards.
You really want to go there? You really want to touch that?
Hey, listen, I'll take you to Pound Town, buddy. Who's got backup? What do you have?
I got fucking Aku Aku, bitch.
That's what I see.
Hello.
Yes, partner.
You want to grab coffee?
I could bench your ass any day. Wait, what?
I'm with him. You want to grab coffee?
Oh, sure. Yeah. That sounds delicious.
Y'all look like an ugly faggot.
Good. Let's go. I don't know where the coffee is, but we can find it.
Ugly looking faggot. You should all get out of here, fucking
Yeah.
Right, where's the Goron? You saying about me? Oh, there he is. Hey, Mr. Goron. What's up? I think he's... Hey.
Hey.
How are you doing? I fuck you too, bitch. Oh, he's trigger. You trigger, bitch.
I like your mask.
Say it in English, please.
I like your mask.
Oh, thank you very much. I like your face.
Whoa. Can I touch it?
Go for it.
Hey, that's the pool.
Hello.
Right, we can do this.
I'd hate to try and drink out of one of these cups.
Where is my fucking sandwich?
It's very good.
We bang, okay?
You know the way? Do you know the way?
We don't like your kind around here, little red nigga.
Oh. It stopped.
You saying that about my boy?
Do
You wanna start something? You wanna start something?
We don't like people who try to show us the way.
You don't need shown the way, you know the way.
No. Is this the way?
I have seen the way. You are a false prophet.
No.
This is just shit, man.
No.
I'm having fun.
Fuck
Fucking dying here, man.
Fucking hook your ass. I'm
Probably
gonna lobster
happy
your
with
ass,
it.
bitch.
No.
Hit you with the slime lobster.
Right, that's been 3.5 hours. Fuck this shit. I'm sorry, but this is just terrible.
I'm staying on this. This is
Okay.
great.
Alright.
I've enjoyed this.
Y'all
I
suck.
couldn't find any coffee.
Man, that was just the worst shit ever.
You stopped streaming?
No, not yet.
Alright.
It's just draining, man.
I'm following her Agent Cody Banks. What are you doing with that Coca-Cola?
I don't know what to do.
Play Happy Wheels.
No, not that fucking low. Nah, you know what? Fuck it. We're stopping streaming. Yeah, that was fun. Bye. Have fun. Good night. Sleep tight.